Hey there, Silver Tongue Devil here, and we're back on Into the Radius 2 on the PCVR. Nice low-level graphics because PCVR and my computer do not mix. This is one of those games, as far as PCVR is concerned, that I make a special exception for. We are going to be starting a brand new profile today. We have the latest update of the game, which is literally just left the beta stages, which I've had a little look at. There are some new things. The game now has stamina management. The game now has a small push toward the weapon cleaning side of things. Armor has been added, and some new enemies, and something that I've made a point of not going in so far because they look quite terrifying. I of course talk about the new distortion zones that have been added for the game. Great big bubbles that you have to don a gas mask style thing to go into, and it looks like hell in there with all sorts of nastiness going on. So as I said, we've started a new game, so I'm just going to be running through so that we can pick up on the new bits and pieces. Because I've changed back to the normal version of this game, I now have access to my old save files that have got a decent amount of hours in, so I can show you some of the end game content. If we don't quite get up to distortion anomaly level of play through normal means, I can load up a game later on. It also saves me spoiling it for those that might want to see. Okay, so without any more messing about, let's get a key given away to you reasonably early birders. So if you would like to win a copy of Into the Radius 2, this is for Steam, and on PCVR, pop yourself a backpack emoji in the chat, and I'll call an end to the competition when I've given you guys enough time, and we will get somebody a key. We'll be doing 6 of these today, and over the course of the stream, we've got 6 to give away. I'm hoping to do 1 every half an hour, providing I listen to my moderator. So, whilst you guys are getting school satchels in the chat, I'm going to just collect up all the little extras and get everything unlocked. Could have been doing this whilst I was yammering earlier. Yeah, could have. Let's get some of those in there. Let's get that going on there. So that gets us our first mission up and running. Couple of things to note. You'll hear the helicopter noise now isn't just a noise. Oh, there it goes. There is actually a helicopter that flies over the top now. I do believe there is a jet as well. Skyboxes have really been improved. We can see the sun. We can see the sun. That's amazing. And we've got some free... Oh, hang on, have they taken it out? Oh, hang on just a cotton picking minute. Interesting. I mean, to be fair, I'd probably just get copyright struck anyway, but they did add some really cheesy elevator / porno music for inside the shop, which was kind of nice. Maybe they've turned it off because I'm streaming. Dunno. But there you go. So we have, as I was saying earlier, we now have a selection of body armors with various plates of different calibers and strengths that you can put in, just like medium heavy at the moment. We've got helmets with various attachments. The body armored rigs are different to just the standard rigs that you can get as well. We have a couple of new weapons in it's the puniest looking M4 that I've ever seen, but I believe it's because the stock isn't extended. It just looks a bit weird for an M4, but we have the M4 now, and then we have the AKM, which no, hang on, 74. 74. 74. Ah, they've moved it across. AKM here, and then AKM modified up the top here. So the AKM has been added. It's just another variation of the AK, but chambered in a different caliber. We've also got, so all of these ones, the 9x39 are the same. We've got a couple of extra attachments in the forms of... Bear with, I've got to work out where they put them now. These ones here, so this is something that I definitely wanted, because these are very tiny, and I do like a good hollow sight myself personally. So we've got hollows, we've got something equivalent to like a Viper, or you know, standard reflex sight, and a nice chunky red dot now as well. Previously, I think we just had this one, and maybe that one. So yeah, lots of nice little additions and attachments added to the game. We've also got these as well, which is very good. Actual bandoliers that you can put onto the shotguns now. So if there's something that you use and you want to take up a rail slot, well, you can do that. Anyway. So stamina system-wise, sprats. We can eat and buy sprats, but only at level 1. Chocolate bars are now a thing as well. Unfortunately, can't open them up unless we buy them first. Hello Epicson, welcome to the stream. So lots and lots. Basically the game is starting to get to that point now where this is starting to rival in some of its complexities the original Into the Radius game. Still a ways away to go yet. There still needs to be more content added, but the weapons list is expanding. Body armor and armor system is now a thing. We now have to manage food and stamina, and more and more and more is constantly being added. So, and as I said as well, we've got cleaning now. We'll, in fact, think we could maybe do a little bit of cleaning right now. Because ultimately, that's what everybody wants. That's what you tuned in for, right? You wanted to see me clean weapons, right? So we give it a little bit of spray. One of the really nice things is that as you spray the gun now, it shows you where you've sprayed. Hasn't she come up nice? So it's just a case now of, and it actually sprays where it sprays as well. We're not going to get it any more polished. So one thing I haven't checked yet, which I should, because I was waiting for this, is that I don't know if a cleaned item would fetch more of a price in the shop than a dirty, rusted, fucked one. That's something that we'll be experimenting with tonight. Free crackers! Cool, let's go. So, we already have a nice clean PKM. We've got our first mission loaded up. They have made some small changes to... I figured it would, Bagel. No, but the funny thing is, those brushes are the correct brushes. The brushes that I used to use back in my Forces day, those are the very similar, if not the exact same ones. The green handle and the copper or whatever it is, like wiring that you get there for cleaning various parts and barrels and internal workings and whatnot. So yeah, it's nice to see, because it's the proper stuff. It's not like, oh, I'll clean my gun and then clean my teeth with this afterwards. No, that's not how they work. Anyway, hello to you. Take me to the peninsula. So a lot of this is going to be run-of-the-mill stuff that we've kind of already done before. But as I said, this is definitely, the game is definitely getting to that state of play now where, you know, it's still not ready to leave early access yet. There's still more that needs to be done. But we are starting to get something that resembles what we had with Into the Radius the first one, and now they're going to be adding on to that. So a lot of the features are now in the game that should be, as in that we're in Into the Radius 1. We're no longer stepping backwards when we are into the Radius 2. And I know from what the developers have released recently is that right now they are working on the next area. So at the moment we only have the tutorial area, the base, the peninsula and the forest, and they are now working on the next area. I'd say once they've got that next area and 2 or 3 more with a handful more weapons and a few more bits and pieces and a little bit more detail to some of the systems, you've got a game that is worth the asking price. This one is currently at early access at $33.50. Probably works out about $40 dues for you lot, for you Americanos, and it's starting to get there with the content is the big thing. We've now got these guys, they're back. You can also hear that they make some lovely noises and come apart real nice. Now, those were always a feature in the original game as well. They don't do anything other than kind of portray the story that people died here, or these are like memories of them, or shards of them, or something along those lines. What matters is when you're walking around at night and one of these just pops up in front of you, that's some scary fucking shit. The noises that they make whilst you're walking around in their houses, that's some scary shit. And these are all those lovely, lovely features that I remember from the original Into the Radius. I didn't touch that guy. That wasn't me. What the fucking hell's going on? That doesn't usually happen. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, you came back. So let's pick up the fags. So that's nice to see. The one thing that I think that they could do to add on to this feature is we need an enemy that does this, so that we can have enemies hiding in plain sight. Kind of like a mimic shadow, something along those lines. I don't think... Oh, yeah, sorry, Beavis. Yeah, you could just copy the emoji. I'll put it in the description as how you can do it if you can't find it. But there we go. Well, you know, just make sure you concentrate on your driving and only pay maybe 1/4 of your attention. So first thing we are going to do is we're going to go and get the objective for the first mission. Our first mission is to retrieve this weather vane, and it actually has to be retrieved now, which previously it didn't. Go in there. They have revamped the weight system and the distribution system as well, but for you ITR veterans, yes, you can poke things out the side of your bag so that you can get to the good stuff that you need and then stow away all that shit that you don't. The one thing that I don't know tonight, because I've kind of had to use a different system for streaming this, is how it's looking and how it's performing. It's a little bit juddery on my end, if I'm honest, but it's probably the best that we've had so far. Yes, please, Von. All these little touches are all the nice things that myself and probably a lot of others want to see as well. Tracer rounds for the shotgun, because, you know, you need to know where all your bits, where all your shards and shrapnel's going, don't you? Good, good. I can get away with quite a lot. Well done, Warmark. I can get away with quite a lot in this game because I've played it a fair amount. I try and concentrate on my performance, as in game performance, so that things are kind of smooth. But the obviously you guys seeing it, you'll be seeing this. This is set to low graphics as well, and it still looks very good. So I just have nothing but troubles with PCVR. I did get some news today that Alien Rogue Incursion may be coming my way soon, and I'm really looking forward to that. And obviously the more and more that they do with this. So that's our first mission completed, and we've looted up there. We probably want to be heading back to base now, but you know, I've played this before. I'm sure we can push out there a little bit, get a little bit more done. Hello Decrepit, you are quite right. It is PCVR. One of the reasons why I'm making a point of trying to support this game as much as possible and make exceptions for it, because as those of you know, I hate PCVR with quite a passion. There are exceptions to that rule that I will make. One of them is Into the Radius 2. The reason being is because the first game was so good and we need it. We need it on the Quest. It has to come to the Quest. And what better way for it to come to the Quest than it do well on PCVR? Because then they'll be like, oh, it's done okay on PCVR. Now we can rake some real money out of the real people that support and help VR. Being us Questies, obviously. You know, we get a lot of stick for downgrading graphics and holding back the industry. But hey, let's face it. You want to make some money, you give Questies the game, don't you? Right, am I wrong here? I don't think I am. Obviously, we pay less than PCVR types as well, because, you know, we're not getting those glorious graphics. You know, and that's technically half a game, is it not? Oh, good. Now, they've sorted out AI mechanics quite a bit as well. One of the... Oh my god, he's just disappeared. Hello, Mr. Vega. Good evening. It's so good. It's just so good. They've sorted out a lot of the mechanics within the game as well, as far as the AI is concerned. One of my concerns with the AI is they would... Oh, look at that. They would go to an area and take cover, and then for no reason whatsoever, just run around from cover to cover. It's like, you've got a perfectly good position, shoot me from it. I want gunplay. I don't want to be running around after things, you know? So, right, let's get a little bit more. Everything seems to have got a lot more ominous as well. The other thing to note since we played this last, because it has been a while since I've streamed this one, they have made the day longer, much longer. They have made it so that you have longer to fight. And oh look, what new kind of fresh hell is this? Now, one of the things that does get me in games is unnatural movement. I fucking hate unnatural movement from enemies or various bits and pieces. And that, it's got that human janky quality to it. And you know what? Get fucked. That gets me, and they sneak up on you something fucking rotten. So those are our new enemies that have been introduced to the game recently. There are two varieties. I'm sure we'll see the other one later on today. They will quite happily, calmly saunter up behind you in their fucking ragdoll janky little way and then smack the back out of you with no warning whatsoever. And it's a very, very nice addition to the game. Right. Greedy gamers indeed. Yeah, it's not. It's one of the things. It's one of. Oh no, exactly. Oh no, it's fucking great. It is absolutely great. I love the jank. I absolutely love it. It's the thing is, as you said, you know, you've got to imagine that these are being controlled and puppeted. Hello, Pyro. How we doing? Welcome in. Yes, streams are always going strong, always. So we'll do a little bit more because we've got some daylight to play with. We won't go too far though. The bells. They've added heightened sound effects to the reflector anomalies, which is good of them, I guess. Don't really want to. I'll take your cup and we'll just go. They have made it, and I think it's quite a good change. They have made it so the player moves slower backwards now, and I think that's good. God, I thought that was another one then. This is part of the problem with these, is that janky movement sometimes looks like what the anomalies do. It's almost like it's been done on purpose. It really fucking is. Anyway, that's enough of that. We've got another mission to get on with. I do want to try and make some progress tonight because, well, progress is good, and I want to show you guys some of the other features that have been added to the game. So we are getting, I know a lot of people have held back from getting this game because they just want all the features and they want it done, and they want it done now. One of the things that I will say though is, because of CM Games' strategy of releasing the game at exactly the same price in early access as it's going to be at full launch, well, you know, if you're not desperate for more Into the Radius, then I suppose you can just as easily wait, can't you? So, bit of a strange one, I do think. But fags go in packets now. Always nice to see. I still don't know. Good evening, Mr. Holland. I still don't know, because I haven't tested it yet, whether fags replace stamina. But no, in CM Games, if they don't at the moment, they will do at some point. Look at this, me playing an Into the Radius game and not knowing all the things and this stuff. Swear I just heard one. Can go in there. So we're quick. Don't think there's anything at the top there. No. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, game's looking great. It's been looking great for quite a while. Performance-wise, I've always struggled with performance on PCVR. This one seems to be more optimized than previous ones. I don't know if I've just got lucky with Airlink, or maybe I should have been using Airlink all along because Virtual Desktop just doesn't do it for me. I don't know. But yeah, she was cheating on me with Wick. Yeah, she was doing a little bit Guardians, aren't you? Because I won't play Guardians on stream because I get the impression that it'll destroy my quest. I really do. That game is really pushing things on the old Quest. It was pushing things on the Quest 2. It's still pushing things on the Quest 3. It's a great little game. To be honest, I'd rather play Starship Troopers. But there you go. So right, let's head on back. Again, there are some things that I don't know about on this game, so hopefully there'll be some surprises later on. So, back to the facility. I don't play Zenith either. Yeah, but the Zenith days are over, aren't they? To be fair, as I said, I've never really been interested in MMORPGs because I just know that just too many hours can easily be put into those kind of games. I was ready to put that level. I was ready to put that level of commitment into an MMORPG for VR. If the combat had just been better in Zenith, it would have had me hook, line, and sinker. But the combat just being really limp dick was just a bit of a turn off for me. So, but hey, maybe we'll get something. Hey, maybe Dungeons of Eternity will make an MMO. Who knows? Who knows? Right, let's get this one completed. You want a weather vane? I've got a weather vane. Quick, press complete before it falls out. Ideal. I haven't had a look at the cooperative on this game for quite some time because it was not very good. Not very well, no, actually, it was good. It just wasn't very stable, and there was a lot of problems with it. I am hoping to get Indy involved on that. He has the game. Yeah, I think a lot of people had that problem with Zenith. Right, let's re-up here quickly. I am gonna have to do this. I do try. What I'll make a point of doing, for those of you who are after an ASMR stream, I'll tidy all of this up later. For now, you'll just have to get used to me being a bit messy, because we're trying to be quick and keep things going reasonably fast. Have we actually got any of those in there? No. Sort that out in a minute. That goes on the floor there. This probably goes about there. That's getting sold. Yeah, the melee would have been the sale point for me, and yeah, nah. Right, now I don't know what the latest strategy is because some changes have been made, but as a general rule, let's get rid of our empties. God, like I've literally been in this game 5 minutes and it's already a fucking mess. Excellent. So we'll go and sell our stuff, and I reckon we've probably got enough time to do the next mission before calling it a night. The tide timings haven't been increased, although for those of you watching, we can change various things like damage from enemies, amount of loot, mission rewards, Iron Man mode, hunger, damage from anomalies, tide interval can now be massively extended or reduced if you're a sadist. Or what would it be? No, it'd be a masochist, wouldn't it? All of these options needed to be here, and now we have them. So the game can be played on a much harder setting now as well, which is nice. Anyway, but that we do when the game is finished. For now, I'm still learning how to play it, and before I start putting bits and pieces of video guides and content together for Into the Radius 2, I'll let it settle down because it isn't even out of early access yet. So all the stuff that I could be saying, oh, here's a great exploit, this is a great glitch, oh, this is how you make money, probably all fucking change. So I'll wait. One of the things I do is all of the anomalous objects that you find in the game, I store them because you don't need them. You don't need to sell them. And on top of that, there are missions that you can exchange groups of those in for to get money and most importantly, the, what do they call them now? The CP points, I think they were called previously. So the other thing to note as well, as far as the day-night cycle is concerned, they've actually added, you can see it kind of there, we're in the late sunset now, so you can see that red in the background, and then it goes to a proper night cycle. There's stars as well. Hello. Hello, Doomsley. How we doing? Right, how far are we in? As you can see as well, the other thing that they did is we're on, like, what would it be? I think we're on daylight savings at the moment, because even at like 8 PM previously on the other game, it was like, oh fuck, it's getting dark, it's time to go home. They've extended it out as well, so the days are lighter for longer and the night cycle is less. Again, these are things that you can change, I believe, in the settings, because you can speed and slow things up, so you're now able to start experiencing the game that you want to experience and the way that you want to play it. And on that note, let's get another key given away, shall we? So if you would like to win a copy of Into the Radius 2 on PCVR, this is not Quest, PCVR on Steam, backpacks in the chat for your chance to win. I think we've got, this is the second one we've done. I don't know, man, my memory's terrible. But yeah, school satchels, backpacks, or whatever it comes in as, pop them in the chat. Remember as well, you can only win once on these streams. Von does keep a list, as I found out not so long ago. And if you've already got the game and would like to put an emoji in, throw it in. Decrepit, get an emoji in, you might win. I don't know if you do PCVR, but this one's worth a look, definitely. I can't wait for this to hit the quest, but providing it will. Our next little objective is down here. Let's try and not get our asses kicked. You will see that the ground kind of has like a bit of a Play-Doh look to it. That is very much because of the settings that I have it on. I have everything on low to try and coax as much performance out of this game for me, and so that it looks reasonable for you guys. And no worries, Decrepit, thanks for stopping by. We'll do things with your AI wench at some point soon. Woo. Hello, JR. Welcome to the stream. Yes, it does. And if you have it, happy days, go and try it. If you don't, pop a school satchel in the chat for your chance to win a copy of the game. How's that? Yeah, I think it works. I think it works just fine. And I take some convincing on these things because I really feel, I mean, I can feel it a little bit at the moment, but I really feel the lag that you get, and I think is always there when you do PCVR, regardless of how low you can get the latency down. There's always a little bit, and I feel I seem to be quite sensitive to it where others aren't. So I did manage to get virtual desktop down to like 20 milliseconds worth of lag, and oh, it was playing like a fucking dream. And then obviously I made the fatal error of changing absolutely nothing, and then the next day virtual desktop did not want to know about it. Ooh, we should probably get the old lights off and sneak about a bit because there's people here. Look at these lighting effects as well. Looks fucking glorious, it really does. And creepy as fuck, I might add, as well. is everyone? Yeah, you and me both, on you and me both. But Alien Rogue Incursion, I am ready to be stung once more. There you are. Shh, 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 shh. Sorry if this is really dark. I'd like to be able to do this without taking any hits and using the minimum of bullets. There's usually another one. Like, look at this shit. This is fucking nightmare fuel, I'm telling you. There is another one. There's usually another one. I don't... There he is. There we go. Fucking back! Click, click! Ooh, that looked like an empty mag went in there. Let's find out. Swear I heard another one. Don't mind having the old light on with these. Standalone VR, as everybody knows in the vast majority of chat, is that Standalone for me is where it's at. Ooh, good, it does go in there. Standalone for me is where it's at because I'm a simple man. I like to press a button and be entertained. Now, I know what you're thinking. Dude, just go out and buy a vibrator or something. But no, I like my entertainment visually. I like to be stimulated via the brain. But I like to just turn it on and play. And PCVR, this game tonight, has been a fantastic example of why I try the PCVR. And the reason being is because I had quite a bit of problems getting this up and running again tonight. No fault of this game, I might add, just my PC and my normal service that I would use, virtual desktop, failed me. So I made a point of using Airlink, and as I said, I think it might be a little more juddery than usual, but... or a little bit more camera shake, I think was mentioned earlier. I think something was said along those lines. But that's the... you meant the vibrator, Kim. Get out. I know exactly what you're talking about. So, but yeah, I think it's running. The thing is, this is probably the best that I've had it running for quite a while, and part of that is potentially Airlink. A bigger part of it is that they have made some steps. They've made some steps clearly to start optimizing it, which is nice to see. Hello, Op, and yes, it is. There is no Quest version yet, but I'd love nothing more than a Quest version. And then PCVR will be happy because they got it first and they can have their beautiful graphics. I just want functionality and that smooth, horrifying gunplay and survival. And I will do my damnedest to make sure that that happens. And the way to do that is to support the game as much as I can in whatever guise it is. Same with Alien Rogue Incursion. So... ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's part of the problem that I've got. Are we in the middle of a giveaway? I can't remember. If we are, Von, you do the thing. I can't remember. I'm trying to navigate this nightmare. I don't know what's going on. Are these my feet? Oh. Midget in VR when? Oh well, those are my feet. So that'll be one of the things that they did say that they've sorted out. The height is correct, but obviously the feet are not. No, it doesn't, it just. The thing is, In all honesty, Cosmodread, yeah, Cosmodread does not look that good in my humble opinion. And well done, Sim. That's a nice hat. Oh. This is great as well. Look, and you can. Well, no, but I've got to do the emoji thing, haven't I? Just nudge me. Just nudge me. Hey, look. If anything, it is a good... It is a good representation of how involving this game can get, because usually on my streams, I'm very efficient. Don't let anybody tell you anything otherwise. And I'm getting very involved within this game quite easily. They've smashed out some of the roofs of the game as well. I don't think you can use them to get outside. Oh, yes you can. Roof advantage. So, but they've done that to allow more light in these upstairs areas. Great. Excellent addition. Little thing as well. Such a tiny little thing. Okay, we're getting hungry. As with the Into the Radius games, hunger just affects your stamina bar. Like, you know, I probably haven't looted this yet, have I? Oh, yes, I have. I think we've looted all of this now. But I like to double check. I like to be thorough. It's nothing to do with my poor memory. Yeah, this has all been looted. Yeah, we're good. Time to go home. So, for those of you who don't know, with the... Oh, is that close? Sounds like it's close. This is how you detect the anomalies that you can collect. Oh, yeah. Aha. You can, these are not attached to you anymore, your detector. So you can actually purchase them, which means that you can faff them and you can lose them. Yeah, I hate that about Steam. So, as I said though, I tried Airlink today for the first time in a while. I went online, had a look at some videos and some tutorials of how to optimize the experience. This seems to be running better for me, and it seems to be reasonable looking for you lot, so that's better than what I had from virtual desktop most of the time. And I've always been educated, virtual desktop, and it's like, well, I mean, if Airlink works, and also Airlink is free, that's the inbuilt, the baked-in feature and crest. I've got nothing against virtual desktop, it just doesn't seem to work for me, unfortunately. So, hello chatty, welcome in. So, yeah, let's get back. These used to be incredibly rare, so thankfully they've actually listened to the feedback and started putting more of them in. So, no, because I don't... The thing is, a lot of people have said to me, like, oh, if you just tried PC wired. No. 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 Everything that you see me do in-game is me moving around in my play space. Now, we already have one person in the stream that is very susceptible to a good choking and is easily able to suffocate themselves. And I don't want to up that, and she knows who I'm talking about as well, and I don't want to up that number to 2. I get the impression that with all the moving around that I would do, I would quite easily turn myself around and end up on the floor or strangled. One of the two. And I'd rather not. I would rather not. So, the thing is, I had an umbilical cord once, and I got that shit cut off me. And I had an umbilical cord on the PlayStation once, and yes, granted, that got me into VR, but all I could think is, oh, imagine on Superhot, if I could move properly, I could be so much better at this game. Turns out I was right, and all I had to do was get rid of that fucking cord. I haven't tried Steam Link, no, because I suppose the problem that I have is, even if Steam Link works great, I'm not gonna want that, because it's the wired experience. I know there is the whole testing to see if it's working. Basically, I suppose the point that I'm trying to make is, if tethered, it worked fine. Exactly. I know what you're saying, that I could use... Oh, no. I know. Yes, I don't think I've tried... Or I might have tried Steam Link. I can't remember. It annoys me, PCVR, so much in all the work that you have to do. And all those... Like, I just want to press a button... and play the game. I thought you were getting on about the actual, the normal link. The thing is, I should link my headset up at some point just to test and see if it works, but I dare say it'll end up working perfectly, and then I'll be really pissed off because it'll be doing what I can't get it to do wirelessly. So, and I'm pretty sure it's not my PC, and I'm pretty sure it's not my network, and I've tried a lot of things. It does seem longer, doesn't it, Von? Glad you noticed that. Right. Well, let's get that one in. That's another mission complete. Don't fall out. Kalukale. More rewards now. More items are actually rewarded to the player. Like, for instance... Got a shotgun now. Unfortunately, we haven't got the backpack slot to hold it, but one thing that is quite cool about the Shornoff is... Oh. Ah, interesting. So the sawn-off shotgun used to go... I mean, I'd imagine it still does. One of the features that was added is that when you get up to capacity on an item that you have, it will literally go no capacity and just fall to the floor, which then means that as an explorer you have to do something that I fucking hate. You have to make choices with your weight and how much you bring back. You can't just get it all but move really, really slowly. So yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. So we'll play with the shotgun in a little bit. Let's get some of this weight off of us. That's all that done. We don't need that many of those. Alright, I'll eat. We need to get a new rig, because we've got the money for that now. So, what I was saying earlier about the stamina, the game, when you are at maximum, or minimum, should I, maximum, yeah, when you're at maximum hunger, i.e. full yellow bar, barely any blue. Ooh, this would be a good time to test fags, wouldn't it? When you're at that stage, you can still move around and everything, but when you try and sprint, you'll instantly go to, you know, breathy, tired mode. Yeah, I didn't see this raise earlier. I think we're gonna have to feast. We can't get along with just crackers and fags anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, I have tried Steam, and it was okay when I was playing. Yeah, that's actually twigged me on. 2 seconds. That has actually... hello, Cyber. I know I've been talking to you, but hello. So, I did do Steam Link just via it, and did it wirelessly, and I did it for... That was it. I did it for Star Wars Rogue... Yeah, Rogue Squadron, isn't it? Star Wars Rogue Squadron. And it actually worked okay, but when tethered, when it was linked, when I went for the wireless side of things, I got all the wireless problems. So, but yeah, right, let's get us a rig, shall we? Got that one. That one's got the back slot. That allows us to take our shotgun. That'll do for now. One rig off, new rig on. I've said it before in my streams and in my various videos and bits and pieces for Into the Radius. This, changing from a gun of the same caliber to a newer gun with a similar caliber and getting ready and reloading and sorting everything out all over again is great in Into the Radius. It really shouldn't be, but it's great. And changing your rig over and moving all of your stuff across, that's great too. Simple things. Right, let's buy that. The purchase system in this game is great. You just go in, grab what you want, add it to your buy items, bam, done. Oh, yeah, don't worry, Epsian. Hello, Epsian. Welcome to the stream. And don't worry, Epsian. I've tried all the things and the stuff, and I still can't get it. I genuinely, I believe the problem that I have at the moment is my huge gaming router. And it's a really good one as well, but it's probably a couple of years old now. But it was like top of the line at the time. It should have cost like 400 or 500 quid or something along those lines. And I think what the problem is it has some conflicts with the likes of Virtual Desktop and various other things as well. Let's get... I hate getting rid of kit. I really do. All right, let's go and put those away. But yeah, I've tried. Believe me when I say, Epson, I've tried so much. I wouldn't say I'm a novice to these things, but I'm, you know, I know how to research and I know how to look and see what's worked for other people and what I could potentially get to work for me. And I feel like I've tried absolutely everything and still not getting the performance that I want. And it gets to that point where it's like I've put so much effort in now that I just want to go and turn the Quest on and play a game. And I dread having to play PCVR sometimes because it takes me absolutely hours to get things up and running. And hello, gentlemen. Yeah, I do, as I said, I do think part and parcel of the problem is my router. So, oh no, well, yeah, maybe, yeah, I should, like the Cockney in that, I can't remember what the sketch is from, might be Brass Eye or something along those lines, where the guy who plays Bricktop from Snatch is doing his London gangster thing and telling various utensils and appliances off. Like, oh yeah, my kettle's on the fridge. Do you want me to have a word with it? You know, and then he, listen here, you're just a fucking kettle, sort of thing. Maybe I should do that with my router. But I get the impression that some of the problems that I might have is because of the model of router that I have. And I'll be honest with you, it does every other job perfectly fine except VR gaming. I ain't gonna change it until it's bust and need a new one. They're fucking expensive to get good ones. Anyway, right, we've got some new missions. I have the new rig. We need to re-up on ammunition. Need to be carrying more of these. We need to have a little sleepy, and we need to get some food. Everybody likes sprats? I hope so. Sprats are a thing. I think these are the most cost efficient as well. So we peel the lid. Look, see? Into the Radius, one of the things that I've always respected about them is they know how VR works and what fingers do what. Know how... I actually pressed the grip button to pull that, thinking that it'd be like most VR games, but no. Fine motor skills are controlled by trigger. Oh, it was that hand, wasn't it? Was it that hand? Oh, you have... I know, I have to... You can't eat in there. I had this problem earlier. I was like, why doesn't it let me eat them? Or do you have to get all the way out the shop? There we go. Oh. Whoop. 5-second rule. Yeah, as I said, mine does all of that. I've gone to the extent of changing bandings and messing around with internals, setting up DMZs, setting up UPnP, all sorts of bits and pieces have I tried, and I keep getting the same issue in that the bottleneck is the PC talking to the headset. So for all I know, my 47E isn't good enough to do the job as well. I genuinely don't know, but it's got to that point, as I hope you can understand, that I've spent so much time trying to sort it out now. I'd probably get just as pissed off if I was able to solve it as I would, you know, not solving it. So in that circumstance, might as well just leave it as is. The thing is, though, you're not going to be able to convert me into thinking that PCVR is, hey, PCVR is for some people. It's just not for me. I make exceptions. I make exceptions for Into the Radius because I really want this on the Quest. I make exceptions for Alien Rogue Incursion. And listen up, Henry Cavill. If you get somebody to do a Warhammer VR game, I'm your man. Let me know. Let me know. I'll sort it out. And I'll even do PCVR for Warhammer games. But that's it. No further. That's where I draw the line. And on that line being drawn, should we give another key away? I think this will be our third. So if you would like to win a copy of the awesome Into the Radius... Oh, man. I've eaten, but I didn't sleep. If you'd like a copy of the awesome Into the Radius, backpacks in the chat for a chance to win. We've eaten. We have our stamina back. No need to RP sleeping in this game. You don't need to roleplay it. You just sleep until the next hour. Sorry, you just sleep until you want to get up. Life no longer. I hope so. I hope it so. I hope it does. Sleeping no longer heals you, so you do have to actually make use of the shower. That is the cheapest way to get your health back. We still need to eat some more because we had a sleepy. Ah! Crackers! Yum yum. Cool. But yeah, as I said, you know, for me, the thing is, and I appreciate what anybody in the because, you know, everybody wants to do it. If someone said to me, like, oh, PCVR isn't for me, sorry, Standalone is just not good enough for me, I need PCVR, well, of course I would try and convince you otherwise as well. So I appreciate and am thankful of the fact that you're happy to engage me in the problems that I have. But the one thing that it always boils down to for me is I'm a console pleb. Literally, you know, PC Master Race, you're over there. I'm over here just wanting to play my game, you know? I don't want... Because the thing is... And then I'll stop banging on about it, but the thing is for me, even if I got everything done, everything dusted, everything sorted, and it was all working perfectly, I fucking know that it's just a matter of time before it'll all go to bollocks and I'll have to start again and something else will go wrong. Be it having to upgrade the PC, having to upgrade the graphics card, having to blah 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 blah. There's just something. There's always something waiting in the wings for PC. And this isn't just PCVR, it's also PC gaming, but I find that to be a lesser extent. There's always something waiting in the wings for PCVR for me to go wrong. And I would say that anybody who has PCVR and doesn't feel like that is either incredibly skillful, incredibly rich, or incredibly lying. Oh yeah, and as you can see, we're playing on the PCVR tonight and giving away PCVR games. No, stop it, Doc. You're the one who's supposed to be able to count. This is key number 3. We've given away 2 so far. Ah, look at Doc keeping me on his toes. Yeah, because I'm standing on his toes quite literally here. Right, I took a load of missions. What do you want from me? We need to be over... What's that one? Use the artifact detector to locate the artifact. Yeah, okay. So that's this one. And then we've got a mission to do over there. And I really wish we'd brought some ammunition with us. That's okay. We got the shotgun. We'll be alright. Yeah, it's just, yeah. If you could give me on PCVR that console experience of press a button and I'm playing and it never goes wrong, happy days. But it's just not going to happen. And if it is going to happen for everybody else, it fucking won't happen for me. You've also got to take into consideration as well, I'm also streaming this, and that's additional layers of complication. I wish I was able to stream without having to use a PC, and I can, it's just not as good. So, and I've put a lot of time into learning how to stream and stream reasonably effectively using OBS and various other bits and pieces. And even then I'm doing quite a basic job, but I'm doing what I think is important, showing the game. Look at that. I don't want to know what that was. Look at that. And I'm sure if I had the graphics turned up a little bit, you might actually see a proper sunrise coming in as well. Although, maybe it's a little early. We'll try and keep an eye on that. But, it's one of the things that I definitely said about this as well is... this draws a lot of inspiration from the likes of Fallout and Stalker, very much so. But it is definitely its own thing. It definitely has its own feel. Definitely has its own feel. So it looks like we're going to be using shotguns. But like this, these weather effects just completely change the tone of areas. I know that's clear, and if I hadn't put a lot of time into this game, I could be fucking terrified of whatever's going on over here. And look at that shimmer that we're getting off of the blood rivers in the very first level that you have to play in. Brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. Right, let's fucking nail shotgun play 101. I have, for those of you who are aware of Into the Radius, I did ask about the pouch dip. I was told that the pouch dip basically was an error in coding that they just left in because people seem to like it. They will not be bringing it in on purpose to Into the Radius 2. I was obviously very upset about that as well. So, love me a pouch dip. But... oh, God. Please don't throw me into the blood river. We haven't saved for a while. Oh, what the... absolute bullshit this is, I'm telling you. There used to be a bridge here. Now we've got to go round the looks of things. Oh no, we've got to make the jump. For fuck's sake. One of the things that I've always thought is a bit of a bad idea, and I don't think Into the Radius is an exception, is platforming, first-person shooter platforming in VR. It's always a no for me. Oh, good. Now, as I said, these guys are replacing a lot of the higher level enemies. So, oh, fuck off. Fucking safety's on. Oh my god, that's so loud! Totally worth it, though. Haven't actually seen any spawn yet, which is probably a great thing. So, as I said, these are all the same variant of this enemy. We haven't seen the other one yet. Quill will always have PTSD. That shotgun is sounding fucking great. I don't know how that's coming through on your guys' sound effects, but that shotgun sound effect is sounding fucking superb. Ooh, this has been changed a little bit. So, very groovy indeed. This is my boomstick. There are many other like it, but this one is mine. Full Metal Jacket, Army of Darkness crossover when? Now, right here in this stream. Right, I think that's plenty of school satchels in, so end it there, Von. End it there, Von. Pick as a winner. This is the way to do it as well. If try and just enter the one satchel in, enter in multiple. Obviously, because I have a what's it called? Speech, text to speech, so that I don't have to read what you guys. Well, actually, no. I heard somebody put a satchel in. And I was like, oh yeah, we're in the middle of a giveaway. Better give it away now because it seems like it's been long enough. I'm not timing them. And please do bear in mind, with this great knowledge now comes the great responsibility that I am listening to chat through a text to speech service. What the bollocks is this? This used to be a full bridge. Fuck you. Yeah, so they've changed quite a lot of Peninsula just to make it even nastier than it already was, which I can kind of forgive because there's not quite as nastier enemies around here now. So, well done, Mindshift. Good stuff. So we still have 3 more to give away. So do stick around. What I'll do when we've probably given away our 4th, because I don't think I'm going to be able to show you off some of the latest editions of this. Hello, you shit. Yeah, you're pretty fucking tough, aren't you? Bastard. Just about to say, they've made the level harder in that you have to negotiate more, like jumping across things, jumping over things, and actually having to parkour a little bit, which is a difficulty all in itself. But they've scaled down the amount of enemies. Normally, right from the beginning, there are a lot of Spawn, and Spawn are a fucking bastard of an enemy in this game. Thankfully, we do know a nice way to deal with Spawn. However, if I don't have to deal with them, that's even better. Yeah, it basically is a VHS tape gone rogue. So we are coming up to our first little secret of the game, providing it's still here. When you are on this part of the map, at the back here, there's a little chair. And that little chair has a lighter and a packet of fags. And it's fucked now. This used to be a perfect condition GSH, yeah. Now it is. So one of the other things that has been added to the game, stashed weapons are lower versions of the weapons. So, and I kind of like that. It means that we could go out and try and get the stashed versions of the guns straight away, because these guns are here right from the beginning of the game, like the stashes in the previous ITR. Stashed weapons in previous ITR used to give you a massive leg up. Like, for instance, for those of you who played ITR, I'm sure we all remember starting the game after we played it a couple of times. I'm running straight for that fucking M9, and you know, you then have arguably the most powerful pistol right at the start of the game, and it was in excellent condition as well. Now what they've done is they've made it so guns that are considered stashes, i.e. these ones that are always here but won't respawn because of the tide, are now weaker variants of the ones that you can buy in the shop. So they do offer an advantage for running out and taking the risks and going, but not the game-breaking advantages that they used to do previously. I think that's a very good change. because it still means that it is worth our time to go out and find these things right at the start of a run or right at the start of a game. But it isn't game breaking. Like, I remember running straight to the castle at the start of the game, and through using various nefarious means, getting into the castle and having the Saiga shotgun straight away. And that was great. And it just gives you more options and more ways to play the game. They've finally got round to adding the floating things. Ooh, 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 ooh. Do you go outside? Yes, you do. And he's gone. Look at that. That coat hanger is living his best life. Oh, it's gone. Hang on. Is it still going? But it's just gone out of distance. Oh, it's still going, look. There you go. Don't say I don't look after my Australian viewers. I know there's some of you. That's about as close to a boomerang as you're ever going to get on this channel. The gun, yeah. So if they are labelled stashed, nope, that's exactly what I did as well. So now you are rewarded for getting stashed items, but the ones that you can buy in the shop are just a little bit better. And then there are modified versions of them as well. So I don't think it is all weapons that you find out here. I think it's just ones that have been specifically placed, like the stashes in the original ITR. I think it's a good change. I really do. I think it's a really good idea. I don't even know what the difference in stats is, but for me, right, that coat hanger is going to be our first death sim, guaranteed. You right, pal? That's my cigarette now. That looks like a lighter. That's actually a tracer slug round, which, yeah, because everyone needs tracers on shotgun rounds, right? Ooh, got another one. Oh, we got some cleaning to do later. ASMR stream when? Now, one of the other things that I wanted to test, because I've been reliably informed that it now works, is on some of these, and we'll have to have a look at my other file to see it, on some of these there is like little carabiner hooks, and various things can hang off them. So for instance, if anyone's played this and has seen the carabiner hooks, you can now put the equivalent of the, well, it's not the equivalent, it is the gas mask. You can hang the gas mask off of there. I believe you can also hang helmets off of the carabiner as well. And again, these are all the things that should be in this game, and it's all being added, and it's nice to see that it's all starting to come along quite nicely. And if I'm honest, quite quickly, this game's made quite some huge leaps and bounds in the small amount of time that it has been in early access. So, and I, for one, am glad about that, because the sooner it's finished, the sooner they can start getting the real work done. And what's the real work on that here? The quest version of this game. That's the real work, really, isn't it? I just saw a fucking spawn. But do you see me? That's the question. I don't think he does. Ow! Ow! Fuck! God damn. Anybody watching, you know how much I hate having to use fucking stims. Much rather wait until I get home. There we go, we're over. Safe. Praise be. Now, I am playing this game a lot more riskier than I should be. The way that you should deal with these anomalies is you should throw those at them to set them off and then run past them. Although you do have like kind of a split second to run past them anyway. The reason why I don't use probes enough in this game, part of the reason being is they were, oh, they still are, a finite resource. You'll possibly see here 29 out of 30, 28 out of 30. So yeah, these run out now. That's great. So I try and hold on to them for as long as possible so that I've always got them when I need them. And then because of that, the trope of any game where you try and do that is you then hold on to them so long for when you need them that you then end up slogging through the game and never actually using them. Games like Resident Evil, for me, were an absolute nightmare for that. I would end the game with like 400 fucking Beretta shots left over and all my Magnum and grenade launcher ammunition because I would knife every zombie to try and save ammo, not knowing when I was going to need it, and then I never ended up needing it. There's no parades, I might add, for getting to the end of Resident Evil with hundreds and hundreds of rounds left over, but there you go. That teleporter is now, I think, fixed as only one way. You used to be able to cross that area, but not anymore. What the fuck was that? Right. All in all, a 100% successful trip. I like that little feature as well, where it recenters on you. Very RoboCop, that is. Serve the public trust. Protect the innocent. Get fucked by the radius. Sure, I should have put UMPSC in there somewhere, but there you go. Ah, fuck's sake. Gonna need more sprats. No worries, Cyber. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. How long since the last giveaway, Von? I can't remember. Feels like it was 2 seconds ago. If you stick about, you might be able to enter just one more. But if you win, just make sure you're part of the Discord. If you even been entering, I'm not paying too much attention. As soon as I start hearing school satchel, school satchel, school satchel in my ear, I tend to tune out, believe it or not. So, right. Homeward bound. Haven't found any food. Has it literally been 10 minutes? Sorry, Cyber, I tried. We've got a... Well, actually, how many have we got left? We've got 3 left, haven't we? We've got 3 left. We're an hour and a half in. Does that sound about right? I'm as much trying to get Von off the clock by giving them away sooner rather than later than anything else. Because, yeah, she's probably got work and sleep and stuff to do as well. You know, she doesn't just spend her life in my chat doing all the cool stuff. No, there's a real person behind the Von. Funnily enough, this is starting to get a bit muddy for me now. Well, yeah, we've given, hang on, quick count, we've given 3 away so far, haven't we? And we've got an hour and a half left. So, if that's correct, please tell me, Von. I can't count. I haven't got the presence of mind to do that. Not at all. Hey, we're home. Would you look at that? Have we still got to visit the forest? I feel like we do. Yeah, we do. Okay, cool. Right, let's do one more then. And then we'll do another one at 10, another one at 10:30, and then probably another one before then as well. And then that can get you home sooner rather than later. She leaves chat, she goes home. So, yeah, if you would like to win a copy of Into the Radius 2 for PCVR. This is only available on PCVR at the moment. I believe they're going to be working on a PlayStation VR version. They'd be stupid not to. Well, after they've done the Quest version. But yeah. So, backpacks, school satchels, whatever it comes up as the emoji, in the chat. And let's get another key given away for somebody, shall we? Oh, look at all these fucked guns. It's going to be a fantastic ASMR stream later on. Where did the original... I've done it again, haven't I? Done it. No. thought we had one of these already, but yeah, chat sweatshop indeed. Right, we'll keep that. Still waiting for the press the X on that to flip it from Scooby-Doo mode to guard mode. What can you? Yes, I will, gentlemen. I've got the ideal candidate. I have somebody who knows fucking nothing about Into the Radius 2. I was going to do some with Mac, and that's potentially still on the cards as well. No. I've got the shotgun on my back. But yeah, I am potentially looking at streaming this with Indie and probably Mac as well. Thing is, it's just difficult because of all the PCVR PCVR problems. On top of that, then streaming, and then I'm hosting a cooperative game as well. And I'll be honest with you, the cooperative on this is a ways away off. Fuck's sake. There we go. The cooperative on this is a ways away off from being sorted. Really is. So, but that, having said that, that was the last time I played it. Is that not? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's Tracer. For fuck's sake. Oh, we'll do this later. I am going to need some fucking rounds going into the next one, though. Right, that'll do, that'll do, that'll do. Still, same rules apply with the old Into the Radius, in that you should do all of your admin, including all of the loading of magazines and all the bits and pieces, when you are back home. Why? Because time still passes on a 1-to-1 ratio here, whereas out there, time is accelerated. Do bear that in mind. Why is that important? Because after a certain amount of time, the radius resets itself due to an anomaly known as the tide. It resets all the loot of the land, but it also resets all the enemies as well. So all that work that you've done up until that point... Oh, we need to keep that. All that work that you've done up until that point is not wasted, but it always feels like it to me. Okay, so we need to do this one. That one is ready to complete. I'm happy because we've got the Glock. We'll clean that up in a minute. Supply credits, security points. That's the word that I was after. Yeah, no worries. Get a satchel in the chat if you're after a copy, dude. No worries. Artifact extraction. That is no. That one. Sample container. Looks like a filter for something. Oh man, get in. There we go. Lovely stuff. It's security points that you need to get, which then allow you to advance security levels. Advancing a security level gives you access to better things in the shop. And there we have the game loop, basically. As said, I'm still going to store all of these instead of selling them. You can sell them for decent bank, but we don't need that. You can do the same with these as well, but what I found in previous versions of this, if you keep hold of these and you keep hold of these, when the missions come up that want them specifically, you've got them ready and waiting. And also previously, putting them in toward a mission netted you more credits than selling them in the shop. Again, I don't know if that's still the same, but we will see. But again, I'm going to play the way that I usually play this game. Deliver. Oh, hang on. Forest, forest. Good. Forest, forest, forest. Excellent. Let's hope they're all really close together. Nope. What the fuck? Oh, it's a shelter. I thought that was a mission objective then. So you can see they've kind of rotated things around as well. Peninsula's now on the right, forest is now on the left. They've probably done that with spacing in mind. There are new levels on the way. I'd imagine they'll be working on whatever is going to be going here next. And as we go further and further up, we make our way toward the radius. So, give it another couple of minutes. So again, if you haven't already put a school satchel in the chat and you would like to win a copy of the game, feel free to put a satchel in the chat for your chance to win a copy of the game. When they eventually bring this on the Quest, ooh, so lovely. I mean, we're not going to be using it, but still, sell it, can't we? So this would be classed as a modified PM. So I don't think that means it does anything more damage-wise, but we will check those things. I mean, we can quite easily by going, Okay. Modified PM with FMJ 19.8. PM with just damage 18. So there you go. So there is a difference between stashed, standard, and modified. So that one's quite a special PM. But I wonder if you add the modification, it then slightly upgrades the damage for weapons as well, which would be nice, but we ain't going to use that. No, thank you. We're going to use this. We're going to need a fucking thing for it. We might as well buy one then, because by the time we've bought a rail for it... Oh, do they actually come with rails? Oh, man. You've ruined my strategy. You really have. There was a time when I would run straight for that at the start of the game, because I like the GSH. It's a good gun. Yep. I wish those were, like, bronze. They're white. Don't know. Have seen people saying that they think that these degrade over time as well. Right. So for those of you who are in the runnings to win a key, you have until I finish cleaning. It's still quite satisfying. We need the old but it carries on after you've finished, which is a bit annoying, because then you have to check the bar to find out when you're finished. Like, you know, there is no dirt on here, but I have nothing but soot coming off of this. 19.8 GSH. Oh, there's better than this, but I do like the GSH because it's chambered in 9x18, which is also what the Bison is chambered in, which is one of my favourite guns. It's got nothing to do with my inaccuracies and the need for fucking 65 to 70 rounds in every magazine. No. Ah, that's where I put the other one. Right, we'll clean all of this later because there's probably some decent money there. I will check. We're going to need some mags for that. We're going to need the bullets out of those. We're going to need to take that with us. Why are my feet doing this? Hang on, let me see if I can recalibrate quickly. Calibrate height. Hey! Maybe that's because... Well, actually, no, this was a new save. I got my real legs back. It was funny because they said that they actually spent time. That does work as well. That feels like me bending my actual knees. Who would have thought? What sexy knees they are. Right, clips, magazines, bullets, stuff. Still got this fag in my gob. Hopefully we can actually buy them. I was hoping to have picked some of these up by now, and I don't think we've got any. So we need 1, 2, 3. That'll be enough. We'll get some... That's too much. That's way too much for what we're going to be needing, I think. That should do, because we're not going to be on this gun forever. So, that's the modified version? Yeah, there you go. So, the modified version is different to the stashed version. 21.6 versus 19.8, and it's also got the little rail at the bottom there as well, so that you could put something on that. I don't believe these take silencers anymore, not that we can, or suppressors rather. No, so a stashed one also has the disadvantage of not being able to put things on it, so they are going to be useful to a point, but you know, it's a nice stopgap whilst you're waiting to get something, isn't it? Can you guys hear the copium? It's just spilling out of me at the moment. Right, we are going to need sprats. Ooh, could have a little chocolate bar. No, we haven't got money for chocolate bar. We haven't got money for sprats. Fuck. Broke. It's because I've decided to, as you heard, do all of my selling at the end of the stream to try and keep things nice and quick. So we've got plenty of ammunition, though. Keep hold of that. That, and I think I don't like buying GSH mags because you usually find loads. I am sure. Right. So something else I found as well, providing that the thing that you're putting it into isn't going to overflow, you don't need to press and hold. You can tap to load things all the much faster, which is awesome. I'll do that to get that one full. There we go. But yeah, watching. But the problem is overspill. Messy overspill. So yeah, transferring from mag to mag is usually quite good because you're not going to get much in the ways of overspill in those situations. Or you just stop. Oh, for fuck's sake. When you think you're getting to the end. I thought I was getting to the end and I wasn't. Right. Yes. Cool. Right, end it there. Give us a key away, Von. Yeah, no, I said it. I remembered. I was going to do it. I was just giving everybody chance, you tyrant. Kind of, yeah. It's worth noting. It's worth noting. Right, we've got... Well done, Epicson. Excellent stuff. We can't put that on yet, but we do have the better weapon now. It's not doing any more damage, but at least it is... I did say... I said before it came through on my headset anyway, and that's my story. That's what I'm sticking to. Right, we'll get out there and go and have a little look out of forest. And... I hate using blues when I don't need to. So let's take one red. One red should be enough. Let's re-up on our shotgun box. Have to carry it around like a fucking pleb. That can go in there because we're probably going to need it there. Let's take 30 outwithers. That's enough. Done. You shall all be tidied later, because I am a very neat and tidy boy. But not today. Not whilst we stream. No. I am very much anybody who is OCD. Yeah, you're probably not going to like the stream until we finish. Right, everything's sold, everything's done. We now need to visit the place that they call the forest. And we do have time, although we still need to fucking eat. I'm almost convinced. I haven't tried it. What am I doing? I haven't tried it yet, but... Right. Crackers for lunch. Well, late dinner. God, man, how many do you need? They're obviously not Rat Pack. They're obviously not Rat Pack crackers. If you ate that many ration pack crackers, you wouldn't go to the toilet for about a week. And, yeah, Fucking crackers in ration packs are like lamnus bread from Lord of the Rings. How many of you had? Whoa, 2? Forces Lord of the Rings crossover when. Right. Yum, 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 yum. Well, to be fair, I'm not thinking of crackers. I'm thinking of biscuit browns from my old ration pack days. Fucking loved biscuit browns, and nobody else liked them either, which was great because I got everybody else's. Could fucking snack on them for weeks. Brilliant. Oh, there it is. There you go. That's what we're here to win tonight. The radius, all of it. So, again, we still haven't seen any of the nasty yet. When we get to the 2-hour mark, I will say. So if there's people that, like, you know, you're watching and, you know, you might already have the game or whatnot, and you don't want visual spoilers of what's coming up, then someone reminds me of the 2-hour mark, and then we'll go and have a look at one of my profiles that's got a little bit more going on. And we'll go out there and have a look at these distortion zones. I have purposely made a point of not stepping foot in one yet so that I can experience them at the same time as those watching. I thought that might be good because they look fucking terrifying. So, oh, good to see that Forest takes fucking ages to load up the first time still. Possibly. Or maybe the brilliance that is PCVR has just stopped working. Nope, just be patient. Just be patient. I wasn't patient. There we go. That's one of the things that they definitely need to add to this, is they definitely need some kind of bar or percentage or timer. Actually, what could they add so that you don't think it's frozen? Just something that indicates when it's loading and when it's not, and it stops when it's not so that you know that the game has crashed or what have you. So, still struggling a little bit with the old Forest by the looks of things. My rig more than anything else. There's usually a nice bit of loot over there. Anything under the bridge? There usually isn't, but I do like to check. Ooh, I see some ash. So for anyone who's new to Into the Radius 2 or hasn't even played the first one, ash is something that you pick up and gives you an amount of credits. And I don't think it matters too much on the size, or it didn't previously. You just got credits for picking them up. So the more of them you find and the bigger clumps of ones that you find, the better. Yeah, that would be a good one. Have your hands in the load-in screen. That's not a bad shout. But then I suppose you'd have the problem of having to render the entire character or something, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, let's get all those things and stuff. What the fuck is that red thing? I know exactly what you are. For those of you not aware at the moment, these are the latest fresh hell. You thought Vault, lightning anomalies were bad? These are so much worse. They seem to have shrunk the area that they fire out to. So they literally have a set path. And there was a time when they used to go invisible. Ooh. There was a time when they used to go invisible and had a much... Oh, they still do. Good. They still go invisible, but not for as long. And, I don't know, for something that has a set path, they always seem to fucking follow you. Yeah, new styly companion cube. Oh, it's you. Right, where are we going? Way steady on there, sailor. Where are we going? We need to go up here past that shelf sample. We need to go over here as well. I am familiar with this area. We don't tread over here very often because I usually go around that way. So let's get that done first whilst it's light. Don't follow me. You're supposed to be on a second. Ooh, little free anomaly up over there. Let's go and have a look. Go around here, and there used to be a bridge. Are you picking that up? this is how you track down anomalies as well. But to be honest with you, as soon as that starts beeping, looking around will usually see something floating. So it doesn't... It's one of the things that I miss from the original Into the Radius game. But again, early access, so it could still be a feature, it could still come. That's new, I think. Oh, unless they've condensed it. Or they've changed the building. Don't know. We'll see in a minute. I guess we'll see in a minute, because I don't know any of this now. Where is it? There it is. All of these things I'm picking up as well, these are basically warped items. General household items that have then, I don't know, mutated, multiplied, whatever you would class that as. No, you can press check on this game with some weapons. So that a press check is the name given, and I made a point of researching this and finding it out. Have never heard it called anything before, but I've used it myself. A press check is when you pull the cocking mechanism of a weapon just enough to be able to see whether there's brass loaded or not. Again, another feature that has always been in Into the Radius, and I love it, because the amount of times that I've done that and just fucking wasted around somewhere because you're not able to press check in some games is, well, if I had you know, a penny for every live round that I've ejected onto the floor, I'd have probably thousands. Hello, KO. How we doing? Ah, fuck off, Op. Press checks. Stop taking the fun out of it. It might do. I don't know. Thing is, you can actually hold X, and if is it X? No, B. You can hold B and get information on it, and that information will tell you how many ammunition is in it. And if it says 18 out of 18, then you know that you have definitely have one in the chamber. Hello. Off to work too, by the looks of things. Yeah, it's quite. Oh, it is the same house. So they've kind of condensed this area a little bit. Oh, there's an anomaly. So see what I mean? I do hope that the whole anomaly hunt comes back into this game. Ow. Ow. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. It doesn't look any different. I will add. Jesus Christ, that's a magazine. I tell every time you're faffing around, they know about the faff. Right, let's try not to die, shall we? Oh man. Yeah, as I said, sorry to hear that, dude. Okay, I'm gonna have to be a little bit more clever. Did I bring any healing with me? No. Right, so we throw, let this spike, and then run past it. Hopefully not into any others. God, this seems a lot more dense than usual, which is good because it means you're then being kind of forced to interact with this. And again, I very rarely use these, but when you've got dense anomaly things, sorry, I will try and heal in a second. Try and get rid of all this red. Get rid of all this ketchup, because I don't think I can turn it off. Hopefully there's some heals in here. There used to be. But then, those of you who watch my streams will know, oh man, this is just WD-40, I can't spray that on and heal me. Oh, that sucks, dude. We've got all the things and the stuff that we need. Right, what I'll do to keep the stream running is we'll save, because we haven't saved yet. Thanks, Vaughn. Actually, it doesn't matter if we die then, because I said I was going to show you guys some of the nastiest shit. Oh, that's new. Let's go and have a look in there, shall we? So they're adding new bits and pieces all the time. As I said, what I played of the beta, I did a little bit, but not too much, because I wanted to try and not spoil things for myself. And so, like, you know, if there are going to be any fucking jump scares, nasty shit, or particularly bad parts of the game, well then, you know, you get to experience them live, raw and wriggling with me. Ladders in into the radius. How I hate thee. Ladders in into the radius actually didn't used to be too bad because there were lots of points of articulation, but now they force you on the rungs, which seems like it's gone backwards a little bit. It really does. Oh. Okay. Well, that stops the tomato sauce for a little bit, doesn't it? Down there. Yeah, it feels like things have been compressed a little bit. And I think that that's actually quite good, as long as they're compressing this one and obviously making other games. Because one of the things that I think the original Radius kind of suffered from, but also set the tone and set the mood. We're just going to lose all our life again here. Set the tone and set the mood. Oh, God. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Set the tone and set the mood was... Yeah, I that just goes wrong and into the radius. But, oh, I'll come back to that. I've lost the train of thought now. Now, if I remember rightly, don't fucking go in there. Oh, shit. Fuck. Oh, I think we might have got lucky here. Yeah, it's teleported us back. One of those teleporters used to dump you in a room that you couldn't get out of and was just filled with enemies. And that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, that was what I was saying. So one of the original kind of complaints that I had with Into the Radius... Thank you. Thanks, Sim. One of the complaints I had with the original Into the Radius is it was very barren in parts, and it just felt like a couple more points of interest and maybe a little bit more would have done it. But then also part and parcel of that game was about being the fucking lonely wanderer in this fucked up world that was like shit and depressing. All of these are part of the reason why I didn't think Into the Radius needs a cooperative mode. Just like Fallout does not need to be multiplayer. It's not that kind of game. But then... Ow! Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, man! It's fucking there as well. Bastard. Right, go on, you do your thing. And if he dies, he dies. Ow. Oh, fuck off. Game. Nope. That's not a stem. Oh, be careful you don't drop that down the chimney. Right, mission accomplished. Probably should head back to base, but probably won't. Well, we can continue that one. That's probably just as good a point to go. So, if you were not wanting to see any of the cooler, newer stuff that's been added to the game, you may switch away now, or maybe, I don't know, just listen, don't look. So let's get back to the main menu. I'm very much looking forward to, not so much on the PCVR side of things, but playing this on the Quest, when it'll be nice and smooth and gunplay will work great and everything. For me, the game does work. I'm just... PCVR is a nightmare. Let's find one that we've got a lot of hours in, so I know that I've got everything done. That'll do. My own reflection. Again, it wouldn't be the first time though, would it? It would not be the first time that I've been bested up. No, sir. So, hopefully we've got plenty of money. I should be able to buy the things that I want to be able to show off. And we're going to go out and have a look at what all the fuss about the distortions in the game are. I remember distortion anomalies used to be the cubes. They've changed a little bit. Oh, I see a little loading timer. I see a little egg timer in the bottom right hand corner that denotes to me that something is actually fucking going on. What the fuck? Welcome to distortion zones, people. Okay, so that one was out in the middle of fucking nowhere then. Let's try that save file. And there was me thinking, yeah, I always save when I get back to base. I don't save mid-mission. No, I don't do that. Yeah, no, that's a lot of fun, the old distortion zone. The only problem with distortion zones is they're not going to be great for me to stream because I have to don the gas mask to be able to go into them. And then that means that you guys will get a bit of a muted view. Right, okay, where are we? We are north of Forest. So, these nightmares are distortion zones. They have, I believe, they might spawn enemies, but often you'll have the hand-to-hand combat mimics walking around in them. Fucking hell! Oh god! You put all of these here!
You nasty girl!
I'm not a nasty girl! I think we might be trying a different save here, chat. Fuck. Oh, what fucking fresh hell is this? Yeah, he called me a nasty girl, yeah. Didn't it just? All I wanted to do was get home. That's all I wanted to do. Right, okay. Panicked Devil? What do you mean? Those were all, like, those of you who watch the channel, Von, you should know by now as well, that these are all part of the Ki techniques that you would find in martial arts, such as karate, be it Shotokan, Wadaru, Shukai, Americado, or was it Americando? Americando. Right. Nuggy nutters indeed. Right, so what we're going to try and do then is I'll try and get home. See, that's quite cool as well. When the zone is outside of the player's view, just so you haven't got like fucking orange everywhere, it has this like awesome firefly effect, and then when you get close it materializes in, and it just looks fucking great. But we can't actually go in them yet, as you've seen, because we haven't got a gas mask, because this save would have been way before they had gas masks. The other thing, hello Ken, the other thing to note as well is that in this save things may go wrong, because this save will have been created from a much further back. So if we see any big errors, and I'll kind of know what they are, like I'm already seeing a bit of screen tearing, that might be down to the sheer amount of stuff that we're going to be having to come up, because getting to that point I would have cleared everything up to there, and it looks like this save has spawned absolutely everything, which which will... oh, just in time for the 5th giveaway. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Go on then, Von. So, if you would... oh, fuck. If you would like to... if you would like to win a copy of Into the Radius backpacks in the chat, please. Oh, God. Oh, God, this is full. My PC is not liking it out here. This is a lot of enemies. Fuck you. Yeah, backpacks. They got the impression. They got the idea. That's how you do it, isn't it? Cool, calm, and collected. There's more. You fucker. Are you upstairs? Are you downstairs? Good old Into the Radius. What a great game. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, it's a bison. Oh, man. Oh, man. Goes in there like that. These are a new... so, bisons being able to spawn in the game is fucking huge. Also, the mags being able to spawn in the game now, that wasn't a thing previously. Where's the guy that shot me? You're there, you little shit. And there's definitely more than one. Oh, fuck. Okay, we'll call it a draw. You fucker. Oh, man. Who's fucking done... yeah. So this is a potential problem. I know, as they said, is that a lot of your loaded mags might be like half or just have a couple of shots in them now, which... fucking AI. I don't know if that's 2 of them now. I'm sure it is. It is. Bastard. Did you fucking stop? Alright. This isn't the experience that I was hoping for, if I'm honest. Because it's going to take us an awful long time to get back to where we need to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going, because we've got a lot of fighting to do, and my PC is suffering, which means I cannot aim straight for the life of me. But thankfully, if we're going into the nasty zones in Peninsula, it won't matter too much. So let's try and find... Let's find another save game, shall we? The thing is, as well, when new betas and new versions of this come out, you should really delete your game because you're just gonna have problems. Yeah. Yeah. What? The thing that you guys can't see, I know what you're doing, stop it. But the thing you guys can't see is just how laggy that is for me. And I think that might be part of the problem of the amount of enemies that would be in that level, because I haven't killed anything there and we are deep in the level and it's all respawned. And so, yeah, it was very chuggy. I mean, me fucking around with the AK, that was all me, but, you know. Anyway, let's see if we can get a... Yeah, if you can see them, I guarantee you they're a lot worse on my end. And the other thing as well with heat on both my PC and the game as well, the longer the streams go on, I wish this was on Quest, I really do. Hey, look, this is looking better, look at that! Now we won't have to ASMR it at the end of the stream because look, it's all neat and tidy. Everything has its place, and there is a place for everything. Silver-tongued Devil's Root. Ooh, free crackers. So, what we'll do, have a quick shower. We'll go and buy ourselves a gas mask. Free treatment? Why? Thanks. Why do I get free treatment? That's awesome. Total cost free. My favorite kind of cost. God, look at this. All this extra stuff as well. Got a nice big backpack. That's the carabiner that I was talking about that you can now hang things off. I don't know what exactly, because again, it's another feature I haven't really interacted with. What have we got? Weaponry rise. The Grazza. Ooh. This was my PP Bison. My PP. So, here's the thing. It looks like, because I saw this earlier. Now, I don't know about you, but that is the way to fire around corners, is it not? But I also know that that's not how it works. Now, I think this means that the pistol silencers, or suppressors, rather, don't go onto the PP Bison anymore, which... sad times. So let's just take that off of there. So again, these are the reasons why you should start the game again after every new iteration, especially when a lot of content has been added. So yeah, fucking wanted, eat your heart out. PP Bison silence around the corner when. So this is a little bit more advanced in the state of the game. This is what I do with all of those little artifacts. A lot of people sell them. I don't, because... oops, wrong button. Deliver anomalous objects you find what's in the radius. So we need one anomalous teacup, one anomalous tin can, one anomalous padlock. And they're all, well, except the padlock, unless I've got one of them on me. It's all right here, and then I can just take them, complete the mission, and done. This is how I went up through the security levels quite quickly. We need to go to Peninsula, and there are 4 pending. They are all in the forest. Cool. Let's go get that gas mask. Hopefully, I've got enough credits for it. I know it's 3,000. Yeah, we got plenty. Probably gonna need some sprats as well. Yummy. Maybe a chocolate bar for later. Oh no, make it 2. Got loads of money. And ha! Bring out the gimp. So, apologies, chat. That is so overbearing. It's brilliant. So I don't know what that looks like on your guys' screens. Previously with the gas masks, the eye holes did do that and put like quite a lot of what I can only describe as vignettes round your eyes, but that one actually has 2 separate eye holes. That's very weird and quite uncomfortable to look at and use, and I fucking love it. So anyway, so apparently now these hang off there, and I think if I was to buy a helmet, you can do the same. So helmet would go in bag, but one of your helmets, fuck, stop it, logic. One of your helmets, so if you find helmets in game, if you even can, does it? Yeah, it'll probably be a very, it's going to be, one thing I can tell you from Into the Radius previously is it's going to be worse for you lot watching than it is for me. So, and it's pretty bad for me. But that is a really nice, really cool, when it works, feature. That just hangs off of there. Have we got multiple? No, we've just got the one. Cool. Well, working as intended. Why have I got all of those? Oh, because they're empty. So this, again, this is something that I was told is a lot of things, like these should all be full, but the ones in the backpack have emptied. These might be. Not really. Okay. Cool, they might be broken as well then. So anything that you do see that's broken, rest assured all these things actually work in the game. But what I'm attempting to do now is play a save from a very long time ago in the latest iteration of this game, so things are going to go a bit wonky. With that in mind, pick as a winner, Von, so somebody else can get this wonky game. No, it's very much getting there. Very much. I don't know if I want to go out in the dark and experience one of these for the first time. I'm going to have a little sleepy, and then we'll have a chocolate bar, and then we'll go and experience the new fresh hell. What about, let's go 8 o'clock, see if we can catch that sunrise. As I said, sleeping no longer heals you within game, which it is unfortunate, but it then forces you to use the shower. Previously in the game, well done up, previously if you slept in the game, it healed you to full. The problem with that is if you had that on, it then made kind of every other mechanic for healing you in the game completely redundant. You could just make a run for the for the closest shelter and sleep. So hey, look at that little bird song, sunrise. Oh, fucking hell. Must be hungry. There is like... The chopper's real now! Previously you were just a sound effect. Brilliant. So, yeah, there is a little bit of a problem in the eating of the chocolate bar, in that you eat the top part fine and then just fucking destroy the rest of it, including the wrapper. That's hilarious. I hope they leave that in. So hungry are we eat chocolate and wrapper. All nutrition. It's all just extra nutrition and protein. Right, Peninsula. We have the technology. We have the gas mask. It is time to enter what could be the latest level of hell, and I'm really looking forward to this because it looks great and it looks like it should be into the radius, and yeah, it just looks very at home in this game, these distortion anomalies. And that's like one of the things that this game does not suffer from is there's foliage and there's trees, and if anything it's maybe a little bit too much, but into the radius it would be barren for quite vast stretches. Reminded me in some ways as the old Oblivion game, where like you had this huge world but like huge swathes of it were fucking empty, and that can portray a feeling, I get that, but this game, it feels like it just has just a fucking car all fucking beat up, wrapped, warped and fucking growing in on itself, or, you know, some fucked trees. Little, you know, you don't have to make it look fucking populated, but little points of interest just to break up that monotony of huge nasty areas. So I don't know exactly at what point these appear within the game, but it's not right at the start, as we've seen. It's as you get further and further into the game, they start becoming. So now, as I understand it, but I haven't played much with fuck you, moving ones as well. Yeah, cheers. Fucking chair legs on patrol. Right, so we should get like a life bar. Oh no, it's the beeping. So the beeping is the timer. That's how long we have to... Ooh, there's fucking enemies in here. I can... If you ever hear scissors When you come into a building, that's how you fucking know. And I definitely heard scissors. So I don't know. Ah. Okay, so we have a timer. We have a timer. And again, those of you who watch what I do love a game that puts you under pressure. And time pressure is one of those easy ones that you can do. There'll be people that don't like it, and you know what? That's great. But don't get them to change the game. Just don't come in here. That's all you got to do. People complaining about things like, you know, the lightning anomaly just being fucking overly much of a bastard. I've already had that nerfed. I used to like it. It was incredibly difficult. There you go. So if we leave... How does this recharge then? Guess we're going to have to find that out later. Does it recharge over time? Let's go and have an adventure, and we'll come back because we clearly haven't got enough time for that. Let's leave that, and hopefully that recharges. In fact, I should read about it, shouldn't I? Distortion damage reduction. Okay. Ooh. That was good timing. There we go. I did a battery change, you fuck! Alright, 2 seconds. Don't you fucking dare. See what I mean? They're supposed to be on a set patrol route, but I don't know, whenever I play this game, that set patrol route always seems to include exactly where you are. Bastards. Anyway. Bear with. Just need to do a quick... How do you fucking see your battery on this? I don't... Oh, okay. It's looking good. Funnily, so here's an interesting thing. Airlink does not seem to be consuming as much battery as Virtual Desktop would. That's the first battery change that I've done. I mean, if you get a gasp out of me and the headset powers down, then you know that it wasn't obviously displaying correctly. But there we go. Right. So, I don't quite know, but no one spoil it if you do know. I don't know if we have to repair that or recharge that. It doesn't seem to be recharging on its own merit. Although having said that, let's go and have a quick dive in. There we go, it's recharged, so it does recharge by itself. That's good. Hello, weebs. So let's have a quick look in the new fresh hellscape. Ooh, crackers. Oh man, I can't eat them through the GIMP mask. Oh. 1 out of 10. Again, other games they wouldn't have programmed the logic of you've got a GIMP mask on, you haven't unzipped it, so you can't eat. Not CM. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. But yeah, this such a small thing as well, and it adds oodles to this game for me. This is fucking great. Absolutely brilliant. All they've done is they've taken an existing part of the level, put a big old fucking hellscape filter on it, given you a time limit, right? Right. Time limit, reduced field of vision. Just fucking nasty. So, hang on, that's at 37. Okay, so I don't know exactly how it works. Cheers, Kim. Don't know exactly how it works, but it looks like it recharges over time. So let's investigate further, shall we? Just get out of the way because someone asked something then. Sure, somebody asked something then. Oh, I should have wetter water as well. Hello, Blaze, and that is a good question. The thing is, I don't think you can compare the two for do you prefer yet, because one is a finished game and the other one is not. So you are also very much asking the wrong person, because I've still... No, they're not. They're a complete thing. So once you're in, and I'm hoping that pockets would be nice, but the zone would have to be fucking huge, because it looks like you get about 2 minutes worth of time on your GIMP mask. So, but yeah, it's a tough one. The only thing that stops me from saying Into the Radius 2 is something that isn't its fault, and that is that Into the Radius 2 is on PCVR. And I will take smooth gameplay over graphics any day of the week.
I hate you.
Oh, it looks great. The game is great. And the thing is, this is running very nicely. I can actually aim, but we are in an area that isn't as heavily populated as where I was. The frames and the slow time I was getting there was ridiculous. And again, it's not even the game's fault. It's something to do with my PC, my connection, blah, blah, blah. But again, this is something that I like from being a console pleb or a questie or whatever you call native Quest users. Like, everything's standardized. So you buy a game, you know it'll work as intended, usually, and everything's good to go. Whereas with PCVR, you could have a whole string of issues or problems that nobody else has based on your rig, and getting that solved could be a nightmare in itself. You could get the game and find it fine, but, you know, and then all of a sudden it just stops working. And these are things that, being a console pleb, I don't have to worry about. I get the game, I put the disc in, or I download the digital copy, I play, I turn the power button on, I turn my controller on, I play it, and then when I've finished playing it, I know that I can come back to it and be able to repeat that experience in a day, an hour, a week, or a month. And these things are not PC VR things. Willow. Yeah, I did see Trombone Champ. It does look... Oh, you're fucking all coming, aren't you? Jesus. So, here's the great thing. Oh, that's one of the bigger ones. Oh, fuck. Here's one of the great things with these, is if you can put yourself between them and cover... I mean, you're going to allow me to kill you. If you can put yourself between... If you can put cover between you and the spawn, I find fighting them in forests. And I don't see anybody talk about this. I find fighting spawns in forests particularly good, because if you can put a tree between you and them and they launch at you, well, they're made of fucking VHS tape and scissors, and the scissors embed into wood, and then they launch at you, get embedded into the wood, dead. Trying to fight them out there is a fucking nightmare. Absolute nightmare. But yeah, that trombone thing looks alright, actually. But again, it's part of the problem that I have, is I'd never be able to... As much as funny or as much of a laugh as that game might be, I'd never be able to stream it. Never be able to stream it because I get... Here we go. Never be able to... Oh, you shit. There you go, you get stuck on the tree. Bam, bam. Dead. I mean, I took a hit, but still. But yeah, you want to be moving through the trees and trying to basically keep them in front of you. But then the problem is when you get groups of spawns attacking you. Oh man, it's getting us hard. It's getting really hard. So yeah, I'd love to play trombone. Problem is, the moment that I put it on my channel, I'll probably get copyright claimed. Not that that makes any difference on the amount, because, you know, the amount of money that I make from streaming and videos is pittance. But if I've always been educated on YouTube that if you have a lot of content on your channel that has been copyright claimed, it can go against you in certain areas, because YouTube can potentially view you as somebody who is just copying everybody else's content and not doing anything original. So yeah, I always try and keep the ratio of copyrighted content on my channel down to a minimum. That's part of the reason why I'm glad we're done with Stride, because despite me chatting with the... Oh, there's more fucking spawn. Hang on, that's not a spawn. The fuck was that? Okay, shooting at shadows. Yeah, go on then, Kim. Kim. Oh, shit. Oh, look. These ones, if you don't destroy that... Oh, fuck. If you don't destroy that, respawn. But yeah, so backpacks in the chat if you would like to win our final copy of the game. I think this is the last one. But yeah, so that's the other variant. So they're very similar to the original, I don't know what to call them, but they're very, very reminiscent of fragments. So we'll just call them fragments for now. Oh, you. I mean, that's the other. Oh, fuck. Who's been fucking around my kit? It's you, innit? Ah. Ah. These are great. I love melee enemies in... I've always liked melee enemies into Radius. Those move a little fast for my liking, and I fucking love it. Absolutely brilliant. Right. So what we'll do is we'll maybe do enough to have a look around in this area, and then I'll try forest again, starting from the beginning, so that it doesn't kill my PC in the arse. Condolences. No. No. Not strikes, weeps. Copyright claims. So if I'm playing music on my channel that is copyright claimable, either by the game or by the original artist or whoever thinks they have the license, and sometimes they can just copyright claim you even though they don't own the license, but then it's in an attempt to get all the revenue from 1,000 videos, even if it's only pennies. If it's 1,000 videos, all adds up. Copyright strikes are different. Copyright strikes I've never had, and I do everything that I can to avoid them by, you know, not doing things that involve getting copyright struck. And what copyright claims are, though, is that you don't get any of the money for the content. The copyright holder, the copyright claimer, does. And I have always been educated along the lines of, if you have a lot of copyright claims on your channel, it goes against you when YouTube's considering you for things like the algorithm and showing bits and pieces off and so on. And I mean, rightly so, because if you're using a lot of copyright claims, then you're not, you know, you're taking other people's IP or content. The only thing that I ever get copyright claimed for is music within games, and you know what, it fucks me off, because the games, when they are made, pay or have agreements with the artists to use their music, but more often pay. So the artist is being paid for the game to use the music. Then I'm playing the game? I shouldn't be fucking copyright claimed for that. The music has already been bought and paid for by the people that I bought the game from. So, but then there's the argument of, oh, well, I just sold them the music for the game, the rights are still mine. It's like, mate, I'm not trying to infringe your rights, just, you know, trying to get your music listened to in a different medium. And the arguments that I've had with various people on this issue are ridiculous. Stride Face has been the recent one. And, yeah, normally my classic, my usual response is, well, yes, it's music, but it's music within the game. I'm not just playing the music on my channel like other things do. It's music within the game that I am talking over as well, quite extensively. I might add. You know, I know that's hard to believe for some of you, but it is usually quite extensive chatting. And so I'm not performing the music. But yeah. Yeah. So I don't know what the legal grounds are on it, but as far as I'm concerned, if the music has already been purchased by the game producer, then surely the fact that I own the game covers that within it as well. I'm trying to think what it would be like. Can't think of a food reference right now. You usually know I'm quite famous for my food references. Well, I suppose, yeah, here's a food reference. It'd be like the person coming out to your car whilst you're fucking eating a burger and going, I'm gonna need the patty back out of that burger, please, mate. I made that. It's like, I fucking paid for it, though. It's mine. No, I made that patty. Well, you sold it to the restaurant that put it in my burger. Yeah, but I made it. Fuck off. Is that a good enough reference? There you go, lawyer brains. Get your sweet round that one. It's nothing like that, obviously, but still. Well, I tell you what, they've definitely upped the music, or rather the atmosphere within the game. Yeah, no, but then the radio station would need to pay for the rights to do that. They would then be giving the CD thing royalties, wouldn't they? Oh shit, it's because... Well, that's a good place to end the giveaway, isn't it? Oh, look, and here's all the... Oh, look, they're all fucking coming out to play now. Oh, dear. So these are respawned. Lovely. Oh, I want to load one of the autosaves. Right, now I know why the music was getting very atmospheric. So yeah, end it there. Give away our last key. We're going to need to hustle then in that case. So what we just experienced there, all part of the plan, as always. Well, I fucking forgot about it. And yeah, didn't realise what was going on. That is the tide coming in. So we need to be a little quicker. We have 2 hours. Go. It should be. It should be, and for the most part you usually are, but occasionally music producers will yip up and go, hey, that's my music. It's like, well, you know, I'm distorting it beyond all recognition by talking over it. So well done, Blaze. Congratulations, you are now happy owner. So that music that you, so I'm used to, I can see it now. See these little embers that are coming up? I couldn't see them before. The little embers that are coming up occasionally indicate that the tide is on the way in. They'll start getting a little bit more numerous the further we get, and that oppressing noise in the background that I thought was just more ambience is actually the... We've got time. Yeah, what I thought was just additional atmosphere is actually the kind of noise for the tide coming in. It's a very cool noise. Now I remember what it means. It has been a while. So, now if we do stay out here a little bit, because we've got about 2 minutes, here's when it gets to, so you can possibly see more of these embers now. So it's these little embers and that oppressive noise that you might be able to hear that's not my voice. It indicates that the tide is coming in. And as I was talking earlier, for those not familiar with Into the Radius, the tide now in Into the Radius used to just basically teleport you to a random outskirt of the map, but also refresh all enemies and all loot, whereas the tide in this game now is fucking fatal. So if you are out in the tide when it comes in, you die. This is the other thing as well, is everything starts getting this grayscale on it. I swear I didn't see any of this when I was walking around earlier, but that grayscale starts encroaching in on you as well. So you should be able to see now that the ocean is no longer an ocean of blood, it's an ocean of boredom. Doesn't seem to affect the distortions very much. Don't worry, we will have back to base. You have 55 minutes. Well, not 55 minutes, but... And the thing is, I do know that this is how it works, but they have changed various things about it. Even to the point where I don't think any of this was happening when we were experiencing the tide. The noise was definitely there, but I don't associate the noise with the tide. It's these embers and the grayscale that I've associated with the tide. So let's let it get to half an hour and see if anything new and funky happens. But this is already cool enough. Like, this looks cool as fuck. That whole palette change and everything just getting fucking nastier and nastier. The sound's still building. More embers you can see floating off, like the land is about to be fucking scoured. The one thing that they haven't got right yet is that just when the tide finishes, you just close your eyes and die, which that needs to obviously have something added to it. Look at that. Fuck. That definitely was not... I would have noticed that previously, wouldn't I? You guys would have noticed that and said, like, oh, Silver, your game's gone all black and white. And then I'd have been like, shit! So yeah, the tide, ladies and gentlemen, as long as we are... Yeah, let me in! As long as we are back at home or in a safe house, then the tide cannot kill you. But if you are out in the Bondu, then you are as good as dead. So I think what we'll do then is we'll have a little venture into the forest, and we'll take the old PP with us because it's one of my faves, and see how we go. I mean, that one's fucking awesome as well. So I don't think... Ooh. Because I reckon they might have taken that off. Because now... maybe. This one hasn't got the Piccadilly rail underneath though, has it? Because the rail underneath would allow me to put a... I don't know what you call it, like a speed loader or a cartridge holder on the side of it. So all of these things are insanely cool though. Oh, these are empty, man. it's gonna take ages. Oh, I better start now. Better start ammo. Oh fuck. It's gonna take a while. And is that? No, that's the Glock. Okay. Let's re-up and then we'll go. Oh man. So here's another thing as well. Some of my boxes of ammunition are empty. Right, okay. It's fine. These things are fine. Hey, wait, what? Oh, here's something that I think they might have corrected as well. You used to, because it's bullpup design, as in the magazine is behind where the bullets are chambered, you used to be able to pull the mag out of this when you reach for it over your shoulder. It's highly annoying. Really highly annoying. Right. 1 PP, 1 mag. Let's go and re-up on the Glock. Have some... Ooh, chocolate bar time. Oh. Good enough for me. Oh, that's brilliant. I like it. I hope they leave that in. That's fucking hilarious. Wrapper and all. Yeah, the thing is, you have to peel it all the way as well, otherwise you can't take that first bite. Because heaven forbid your first bite contains any packaging. But that second bite, oh, it's all about the packaging. Anyway, that's fucking brilliant. So, let's get rid of all of this. We'll re-up on ammunition. It's going to take a little while, but I do have my little tricks for speed loading, which... we've got some sprats in here as well. Cool. So, yeah, for those of you who weren't watching earlier, if you tap the trigger button whilst you are close with a box to an ammunition container, ergo magazine, you can load, you can kind of like speed load things as opposed to just holding the button down and transferring. Oh, we've got loads of boxes to sell, haven't we? All these are fucking empty. Bastard. The thing, one of the things that I do know, because Mac hates it, is Mac doesn't like having to start this game over and over again, and it keeps forcing you to do that with in the betas, and it also forces, well, it forces you to do it in the betas, and then the normal game, as we've seen, when you take a game of an older version save and then try and play a newer version, well, there's problems. So you kind of need to restart each and every time. There's nothing more. I prefer the start of this game to the end of it. I always have and I always will, because you get to that point where you're quite powerful and you can hold your own, and then you get to the point where you've got like sights and you can win your gunfights, and it's all not easy, but easier. I love games where you have that initial struggle, and s.t.a.l.k.e.r has always been, especially on the harder modes, has always been one of those. Oh yeah, we've got the big containers now. Yes! Give me one of those. Cheers. Give me one of these as well. Oh, I have to buy it. Oh, man. Yeah. Right, see, one on there as well, and we need to move. Oh, I might as well get a big box. Big box! Big boy box! So those have also been added to the game since last we last... Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Get out. You can go on something else. I want to try. Will you go on? Yes, much better. Bit restrictive though. What's a red dot like? Cool. And I do like you can adjust them as well to where you want them. If memory serves, I usually have it about there. Yeah. That'll do. Right. Always remember to pay for your goods. If you try and leave without paying, that little really getting right inside your ear chime indicates that you haven't paid. If you make it to the exit, it will take all of your stuff from you. So you can't steal. I have tried in cooperative to try and get things out of here without paying for them, but they all have these stupid little code bar things on and you can't pull them off. So, but anyway, life of a shoplifter, eh? Right, let's go and re-up and then get back out for some forest action. So yeah, congratulations to all the winners. Commiserations for those of you not lucky enough to win a key. For those of you who are still around, though, you will be happy to know that I am planning another live stream with another 6 keys to give away, hopefully quite soon, possibly as soon as this Saturday. Oops. So if you weren't lucky enough to win this on this occasion, there is another chance for 6 keys, potentially. Just getting ammunition everywhere, but at least it's fast. So as you can see, that's holding the trigger. And that'll go as fast as you can press the trigger. So, but that's just the problem, is when you get that overspill. Yeah. As I said, I've been sat on these 12 keys for quite a while, and I want to give a game away when it's in a good place. And I think, hopefully you guys will agree, Into the Radius 2 is starting to get there now. So, the cooperative is a ways away. The game itself is a ways away. There needs to be at least maybe 2 or 3 more levels added, and more missions, and maybe some more food items, more ammunition types potentially, more guns. Guns has always been quite a big thing on Into the Radius. However, I do get the impression there's enough. They just need that sniper rifle. They need something bolt action, because I don't think there is anything yet. The closest we have to a sniper is probably still the SKS mod. So, and snipers are real. Snipers are people too. I haven't tried Ember Souls yet, Weebs. It looks shit, if I'm honest. And I know there's a lot of people out there saying it's amazing, but it just looks shit. It does not look like a very good game. The combat looks rubbish. And, that's going to be at least 50% of the game for me. So, have you actually got it yet, Weebs? What did you think of it? Because annoyingly, I've also seen quite a lot of content creators giving it the usual large, and it just not being worthy, I don't think. Yeah, the combat just looks off, and the I mean, okay, no, that's probably what I would say, Ken, and my expectations were Prince of Persia in VR, and it doesn't look like Prince of Persia in VR. It doesn't look like it plays that well. Did I just drop the box on the ground? Oh no, I left it there. This is new for me. I haven't played since we have big old ammunition boxes. They're going to have their own separate home, and it should be here. Yes. There you go. So if we put that one there with the ammunition facing that, and then if we put this one upside down so that not only we do not know how much ammunition is in there, but we also don't know what ammunition is in there, and I think anybody of an OCD nature will be very happy with that choice. Now then, where are the other mags? There's one. Oh. And there's another. Oh, no, that's a mask. There we go. Right. I don't have an OCD card though. That's your problem, not mine. We might as well take some missions, haven't we? So we'll go. What time are we on? We'll go for one little burst out into the radius for 10-15 minutes to see what we can get accomplished. Probably come running back, tails between our legs, dead. And yeah, we'll just take all of these. There's already enough enemies out. I know my previous information for Into the Radius. Oh, look. The wrappers are on the floor. Oh, that's horrible. They'll probably someone will probably clean that up. Vaughn will come in and clean that up later. So, one of the things that I've said previously in Into the Radius, because you don't have that many enemies in Into the Radius, is that just take loads of missions all in the same area, you'll be fine. A lot of the missions in this game now add more enemies. Previously, some did, some didn't, so it didn't matter. But taking loads and loads of missions and going into an already heavily populated, dangerous area is a fucking bad idea in this game, let me tell you. So we've taken lots of missions and we're going into a heavily populated area. We haven't got any health. And it's almost evening. You guys don't want to watch me play this in the dark. I'll go and grab some stims quick. 1, 2, 3. That's enough. And the one full. Oh! Damn. I almost got away with it too. One of them like screamed at you, shoplifter! So when I was playing the beta of this, as I said, there was cheesy porno music in here and it was really good. I mean, to be fair, it was probably a bit too loud and too upbeat for the tone of the game, but I don't know, this game always feels like it should have some like quite low docile tones, like that Russian sort of dull kind of music. You know that dull Russian music that that the kids listen to these days? You know the one. Yeah, that's what happens when the tide comes in. Eyelids close, you're dead. Yeah, no, she's all good. All good. Less than 20 weeks now, so that's fun. Less than 20 weeks till our very own little male chest burster. Belly burster. Another one, anyway. All the rest so far have been queens. At least this time I'll get a Praetorian. Good job Becky doesn't watch Aliens, isn't it? Well, I don't know. It's one of mine, Ken, so, you know. If he ain't gonna chest burst, he'll talk his way out. Right, let's see if we can catch that sunrise this time. Here's a good idea. Yeah, no, dude. Yeah, I'll be here by now. It'll be here by then. Yeah, I like these. The other thing as well is it stops me doing my cheesy shit as much. I mean, I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to move through this area. But I suppose the other thing as well is I think there's always like guaranteed ash within these. and potentially loot as well. But this is a route that I would normally take to try and stay off the beaten track, and now I'm forced to don a gas mask. And yeah. It's all those little things, I don't know, it makes you feel under pressure, under threat, and I like those sort of things in games. Oh, it's fucking dangerous up ahead there. There's a little bit of loot up here. I think I still like these trays. Gonna need that at some point in the future, I am sure. Still like those trays. I don't know. We never had anything like that in Into the Radius, and it just made looting a little bit harder, and you had to pay more attention to your environments and where you were looting. I'm loving these light effects, though. They're really good. It just looks fucking creepy. Yeah, I might get Metro. I might. Yeah, like, being able to play something like this, but, you know, native, so I don't have to worry. But then that's the thing is, as well, even the Metro VR game, for me, will have a lot to live up to. Where the fuck did he come from? Jesus. That was brilliant. He just come running out the darkness. Bro, the darkness is... Alright, might need to keep an eye out here then, because I wasn't expecting enemies around here. Great. Fan-fucking-tastic. Oh, what, on Metro? I can't use them, mate, because I'd be using my quest credit and you can't use discount. Can't use discounting credit. Those enemies are great. I did not know what was coming over the hill at me then. Was it a monster? Definitely. Okay. Yeah. Hey! This looks like the save of a man prepared. Those are supposed to be here. Oh, they're empty. Who the fuck does that? Come on. Look at this. Oh, and I half expected these to have been emptied by the fucking game as well. But yeah, this is what I do. No, I don't think you can use referrals in combination with quest credit, or at least you didn't used to be able to, but then obviously they reduced it, so maybe you can now. If you can, I'll happily use somebody's 15%, but you know me, Weebs, I don't need games at those sort of prices. I get games when I need them because they're at a price that I can't refuse. 15% off I can refuse. 30, 40% off, those games get bought, and I'm in no rush. So I got plenty of games to do and cover at the moment. Okay. Normally, like, if a game is on sale, you can use credit, but previously you couldn't use somebody's referral code at the same time as using quest credit. But as I said, that was back in the 25% days. So maybe that has changed now. Now, I wonder if they've added anything over here. Normally this is... well, not a dead end. Fuck me. It's such a good effect. Fucking horrible. Tell you what we haven't done. We haven't put any fucking body armor on. That would have been a good idea, wouldn't it? God. But like, this perfectly gets round the problem that I used to think the original Into the Radius had, in that, oh, we've got to check this out. Oh no, I've tried using your lot's codes and it would not allow it. God, that shortens your range so much. I wonder if mimics are allowed in here. I know we're coming up to quite a dangerous area, so I'm probably going to get gunned down at any minute. God, that restricts your vision and field of view so much. It's great. Found him. I'd rather not be fighting in here. Because you can see the enemies quite clearly outlined in all of that shit, which is quite good, although we did just get our asses kicked. Back in! Liking the red dot on this. This is really good. And we'll be able to see them. Yeah, that again, you're quite right. I do different places. Fuck me. Different places. This is why we needed body armor, people. Different places have different rules. Like, I know, for instance, Von's not been able to take advantage of certain things, being in the Netherlands, and there's been others as well. Like Oz rules are different. Oh, one of the things that they've got rid of as well, you used to be able to swap hands whilst trying to two-hand a weapon. They've patched that now as well, which is nice. Fucking banged on about that enough. Oh yeah, cool, now we're hungry too. How long's that on for then? That's the referrals, isn't it, on the 29th you're talking about? Are they reverting it back to the 25% then, or is it for so long, Beavis, do you know? I thought that was just some kind of like special sale coming up or something. Shit. Hang on. Fuck. Fuck. No! You fucking gimp. All that time in the gimp mask, I'm starting to become one. I just dropped my precious PP. Where did I drop it? The faff is real, chat. The faff is real, and I'm also hungry. And we didn't... Oh, bro, sprats! Someone will tidy that up later. Right, let's see if we can find my PP. I've checked the usual places, and I haven't been able to pick up my PP yet. Oh, what the fuck? You don't get vowels out here. Oh, it's Vittori. Cool. Ooh, yeah. Fuck you. Right, that's all well and good, but where's my PP? Need my PP. Fuck, I think it might be gone. Where was I pissing around with my weaponry? It was over here. I put it on my back, thinking I didn't have anything on my back when I had a gun on my back, and so it'll have dropped to the floor. It would not be the first time that I've done that, and it will not be the last. Because it doesn't give you any kind of like feedback or sound effect. Oh. backpack's never clean, mate. Always absolute filth in my backpacks in any game. Especially this. Yeah, that might be one that goes down in the records of myth and legend. Nope, that's a route. Oh man, who am I kidding? I haven't got a good enough memory to find where I put the fucking PP. I didn't remember what I did 5 minutes ago in this fucking game. Did we do a key giveaway tonight? Someone remind me. I think we did. And if not, well, we should be doing a key giveaway for this game. Maybe we'll do one on Saturday. So yeah, if there are enough of you here still that didn't get hold of this game via code and would like to win one on Saturday, because that'll kind of spur my decision as to what we stream on Saturday. The thing is, the backpack system and all the thing within this is great. That was my fault because I haven't played this for a while and just heat of the moment thing. But again, this is one of the things that I've always liked about Into the Radius. You can know this game as I used to with the previous one. I do not know this game like the back of my hand. You can know a game like Into the Radius like the back of your hand, and it will still shock and surprise and catch you off guard and cause absolute VR admin faffing nightmares. And there's not very many games that do that for me, and Into the Radius has always been one of them. And I think that's why I love it so. Are they upstairs? Fucking. Go on then. You can come to me. I'm. Oh, alright, fine. Still need to sort the mantling out on this game. Kind of have to duck, jump. There is a limit to the weight that you can put in, and they have changed the system. What the fuck? Oh, you're above. They've changed the system now so that when you get to the maximum weight, you can't put anything more in the bag. Apparently that's how they always intended it, which then means that, you know, people like me who must pick up absolutely fucking everything have to then start thinking about what to loot and what not to. And that's probably a good thing. You know, it stops people getting too much in their backpack, and that might be as much a performance thing for the game as anything else. Where are you, you little shit? Yeah. Didn't work out so well for you, did it? Yeah, I have to climb up the outside of that. Yeah, I would imagine that's been done for performance because, like, I've definitely noticed the performance drops in this game, and it's mainly when you've got, for me anyway, if not now, but it's mainly when you've got shitloads in your backpack. And when you've got shitloads in your backpack, the performance really suffers. Like, going out of the windows doesn't seem to be a problem. Do note as well, there are these planks that allow you to climb up to areas. Fucking hell. But it's these that are, they still haven't sorted the mantling out. They need to. What I find you have to do is you throw yourself up and try and land in the window. Then you have to duck at the same time as well, but you can get up here. There we go. So you have to, like, throw yourself up, duck with the down on the right stick in midair, and then you can get in. So you're supposed to be able to get up here. It's just the mantle mechanic in this game is shocking, and a lot of the ladders are a bit shocking as well. The important ones work fine, but it's the free ash. It's the ones like this, where they're like, this is a little secret area, and there's some extra ash and extra bits and pieces. You know, the places that you really, really want to be exploring. They're a nightmare to get into, and you can't get in as intended. Why is there a painting there? Okay. It's not. Alright. Fucking Tweedledum and Tweedledum are down here, aren't they? Hang on. I haven't got a... Must have dropped it. Oh, what am I doing? We got pistol. Pistol does us fine. Get out of the way, man! Oh, shit. Get. Fine. I mean, if you're... AI still needs a bit of work in some regards. So, like, they don't have a hand-to-hand strike, and he was trying to run past me. His logic wanted to take him up the stairs, but I was in his way, and so he didn't know what to do. So he just stood there and took it in the balls. Perfect. Perfect end to a perfect day, if you ask me. Take him on in the balls. But there you go. That's just me. Yeah, this is... So, my headset is really starting to suffer in these indoor environments. Again, if you probably have a decent PC, as I thought I did, you're not streaming, and yeah, your network is not fucked like mine seems to be for these sort of things, but nothing else, I might add, nothing else whatsoever. And yeah. Fucker! No. Just wanted the ash. Let's see how much further we can go on this pistol. Yeah, keep it to yourself. That is particularly creepy as fuck, so do keep it to yourself, thanks very much. Are they both full? Yes, they are. Still do this little hack? No. Faff is real, that's only got 7 in it. You sound like fucking Sauron, you do. When fucking someone puts the ring on. Or the ring race. What great sound. Brilliant. That one's got 7 in. Cool. A lot of these teleporter door things you're supposed to go through. Ow. Ow. Might be taking one in a minute. Trooper mimic with accuracy like that. Took my fucking head off. What guy? Let's go back to there. So yeah, I'm still, that's the other problem, is I'm still playing without body armor and armor, so even though I'm at the stage where I have full access to them, I just forgot to buy it all. Not used to any of it. But yeah, we're getting to the point now where I'll probably be showing off more of the game than I want to. So, and we're also at a stage where, I suppose it's the problem. Oh god, this is a ways away back. Is that honestly the last time it auto-saved? Wow, jibbed. No. Let's try that one. I mean, to be fair, we could go the other way, couldn't we, and have a look? Oh, I wouldn't lose my PP, though. That'd be good. But yeah, my computer always struggles with Forest. Not when I'm playing it single player wise. I think it's the added side of streaming it as well on top of my network that doesn't do it any favors. And again, I know I'm not the only person that's... So yeah, fuck it, we'll just go from here. PP? PP? Oh no, we're dead. What? Interesting. So this might be one of the errors. So normally when you reload, obviously it reloads you back to where you were with all your kit. Because we died and we're reloading, this could be part of the problem that I've got a save that is an old save being run with the latest version of the game. I know it sounds like I'm making excuses, and I am, because I fucking love Into the Radius 2, so don't buy this on my word. But if you've seen what you like, if you like what you see and you've played the original... Oh, there we go. You played the original... Why have I... There's the bag. Oh, good. The save that we've got's just before I lost the PP. Fucking great. Right, let's go and have a look. To be fair, that side is notoriously hard. The other side is much easier. Lots, especially in Forest, lots and lots of points of interest. Yeah, I've tried. Ooh. I've tried lots of things, Weebs, and it's... I don't know. But like, the one thing that I will say is certain games I can run without too much issue, but there's also the element of I'm asking a lot. Damn. Oh, this isn't even going to anywhere anyway. I've been killed by water. Gonna need you counting at some point, Doc. Let's see if it'll give us our safe back with our actual weapons in tow. Or maybe it did that autosave just after I died, perhaps. But yeah, I'd love to think that something would make a difference, but I think it's just a simple fact that my network isn't up to snuff, or it doesn't like what I'm doing. My PC isn't good enough, even though it's a 4070 and should be more than capable. And then I'm streaming on top of all of this as well. It just doesn't like all of those things together. I think, yes, I am using an SSD drive. I even tried thinking like, oh, well, you know, it's only got like it's a terabyte drive and it's only got like 150 gig. So I cleared a few games to make it so it's got at least 300 or 400 gig and still didn't have any bearing, so... But then the thing is, like, this is the thing as well, is I am not that encouraged or incentivized to get it up to snuff, because once I do, it's just more headache and more problems. I am limited on the amount of time that I have to play games anyway, and I don't want to spend half of that time getting it to work. And this has been my experience since day dot with PC and PCVR games. It should, Phoebes, but it doesn't. So, oh, okay. This is just before we got our head taken off. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, where's the unstuck button when you need it? Oh, hang on. There we go. Hey. Yeah. Yep. 32 gigabytes of RAM, and just before the stream, as always, I took the precaution of downloading some extra RAM, so that we had more than enough. And yeah. Little PC geek joke there for you, Weeps. That's why there's fucking invisible walls there. There's quite a lot of them. So, ow. Oh, you. Oh, come on! Through the wall? Oh, shit. I'm dead. I'm dead. So, the combat still has some.
You nasty girl.
Shut up. Still has some problems. I get my ass ripped here. It's obviously time to come off. But yeah, there's the other problem as well is my Quest 3 seems to be, I don't know about anyone else. My Quest 3 also overheats as well, and that's a factor. And, you know, the more strain and load I put on my PC, the warmer that gets as well. So these are all elements and things and stuff. So, I don't know. I think, as I said, I've tried a lot of things. That's why. There's a fucking cluster of like 4 of them there. Plus that guy who flanked me with the shotgun. Oh, well, we're prepared this time. We can see them all. That's awesome. One of those guys who was whistling. Don't you fucking dare! Ow! Ow! Oh, at least this time he's fucking playing the game. Got him! Yeah. But then, as Beavis was telling me, oh fuck me, did we really take that? Oh right, okay, we're periodically healing up. As Beavis was telling me, the streaming side of things shouldn't be that much of an overhead. So it's again what leads me to believe. There we go, we got it. It's again. Oh, I'm gonna have to fucking carry this back. I've got too many guns. Don't fucking need that, do we? Here's something I like. Lovely. Nice big target now. Again, choices to be made during your choose your own adventure time. But yeah, as I understand it, the actual streaming shouldn't be that much of an overhead on the PC. Possibly on the network, but not on the PC. Again, I am still waiting for fucking BT, that's my internet service provider, to get their asses around here and upgrade my line. I know that'll help with streaming, and whilst other people are using stuff in the house, things that I'm doing, like streaming, but like everyone's in bed now, nobody's using anything. I'm the only one on my internet connection, and it's not my internet connection anyway, so I'm just getting a better one because it's about the same price as what I'm already paying anyway, and I can get kind of 10 times, well, 10 times, 3 times what I'm getting already. I probably should. I'm gonna have to re-up again, aren't I? There, you go there, that one there, and then shit. Bastard. But yeah, it's not the it's going to be the network, I feel, and I think that might be something as simple as my router, although it's really good, is not compatible with certain elements. I've got an AX6600, and I'm not going to replace it because it works for everything else. So, no, I haven't. Again, as you can probably appreciate, Weebs, I got this thing on my face that stops me easily checking things. And, yeah. Again, all of these problems, I mean, the GPU temperature is usually in the sort of like 60 to 70, I think, when I'm doing all of this. Still going. Wow. Hey, it's only 3 and a bit hours. I do love this game. As much of a ball ache as I find it to play PCVR, I still love it. So just again, you know, I'm putting myself through the ringer so that hopefully we get this on Quest, and then that's me. What the fucking what? Hello. Hold still. Thank you. That was a new experience that I've never had on Into the Radius. Just a fucking army of fragments coming marching, kicking my shit in. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But yeah, it's part of the problem that really gets me on this game. Like, he looks like one of them, but he's not. That's a guy. Prick! Get absolutely railed here. I mean, I don't have any armor or body armor on. But yeah, so the problem that I have, although it may look reasonably smooth and clear on the stream, with the occasional stutters, it's very stuttery and slow for me, especially at this point now, especially with us being deep into a game that is heavily populated, or deep into a level that is heavily populated with enemies and assets. Yeah, no worries, Weaves. So what that then does is I can't aim effectively, or I can't aim effectively as I could do in other games, because it just feels like I'm aiming but with lag input, and I don't know, I'm used to everything being very one-to-one in these sort of games. And you guys have seen my shooting in Onward with the pistol. I'm a fucking dreamboat with the pistol in Onward. Maybe not so much the rifles, and definitely not the sniper. My point is, I can shoot. I know the principles of shooting. I can shoot straight, and I can shoot straight in other VR games. But when I'm playing PC VR, it almost feels like the shooting in Bone Lab, or yeah. Oh, that's a new asset. Look at this. Having some problems with your pipes. Shit. There's a fucking carpet there. Ow. Ow. But yeah, it's like me whipping that gun up. It comes up like a fraction of a second, and then I'm starting to pull the trigger and shooting the fucking ground. Ugh. I don't like having to compensate for any of this. I really don't. Still, though, I complain, but it's still fucking great. And for anyone who's got a decent PC and can get PC up VR working, the other thing that I'll say as well is that, you know, the game is still in early access, so there's still probably quite a lot of optimization to be done. This previously when I had it running the other day, was one of the finer experiences that I've had out of this game. And I don't get any of these problems really when I'm not streaming, so streaming is definitely part and parcel of it, or, you know, the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. So... But yeah, I get the impression there are other people that are having problems with this as well, but again, optimization, early access, blah 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 blah. There's still lots of things to be done. Can we shoot these yet, I wonder? No. Oh, hello. Some ammunition. I do like where they're putting these. They're putting them in, like, not high traffic areas, I would say, but they're putting them in areas that... Yeah, no worries, Ken. Cheers for joining. They're putting them in areas quite purposefully, areas that I would usually use to try and take the, like, more circumvented approach. Like, that is a fucking trail that I used to use all the time, but now I have to reconsider because there's a fucking one of those there. And I do wonder as well if the tide changes their placement. They seem much of a muchness at the moment. Oh, good evening. Oh, for fuck's sake. Typical, isn't it? How long do you take? Fuck me, not very long at all. So, fragments that respawn usually took like a good 10-15 seconds to pull themselves back together. They start doing it the instant that you put them down, which is fantastic. It looks really good as well. Looks really good. Hey, look, we can do some weapon cleaning here. And look, a man prepared. This is something I've always done in a lot of my games, is I take... and especially in Into the Radius now, because the time that you used to be able to spend actually in the Radius was so short that even going back to base for supplies took longer than it needed to. So I used to make stop points, and you know, it's a cool thing to do. You put all the things and all the stuff in your little safe houses, and then you use these as like ad hoc bases. You didn't have to do that in the previous Into the Radius because of the very nature of the game, but I found it very helpful here. And on that bombshell, we shall indeed end it on this beautiful bit of scenery. This has been Into the Radius 2, running on my terrible, as it would happen, PC and networking. I have been Silver Tongue Devil. Good night.